Hello, good morning. It's 6 days to the Joy News National Media Freedom Dialogue on defending media freedom ahead of the December general elections. And welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and Hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we're on Love 99.5 and over 30 affiliates across Ghana, 16 regions including Bedering, Bimpurugu, Clenham Radio Bato, Gaskia FM Tichiman and Radio Wawa. Get radio, TV and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. Coming up, the Minority on the Mines and Energy Committee sets in motion processes to get the Finance and Energy Ministry summoned over the Trafigura judgment debt when Parliament resumes in September.
Facts before the Mines and Energy Committee is proving to be deceptive. Fortunately, we are resuming on the 3rd. We would follow the necessary processes to ensure that the right thing is done.
Also, former Auditor General Daniel Domlevo has cast a damning verdict on NPP's flag bearer's ability to fight corruption, insisting he has no track record to back his promises in that sector.
Does he have a track record that he wants us to look at? Mm-hmm. Can he tell us that, well, it was said that about 80 million Ghana cedis was used for the primaries?
We have details of that in business.
National Petroleum Authority hints it would withdraw the licenses of more oil marketing companies for non-compliance with industry regulations after kicking 13 firms out of the sector. We've got details on the Joy Business Report.
And later, Kolebo CEO apologizes to dialysis patients for recent shutdown of the renal unit.
I want to take this opportunity to apologize to our patients, the general public, for inconvenience that was caused.
Details of these with me, Mami Esinyamache Thompson. Stay tuned. The minority in Parliament has signalled its intention to get the Ministries of Energy and Finance summoned to the House to address pressing questions about the mounting judgment debt involving the country and oil giant Trafigura. The move follows alarming revelations that Ghana's assets in the United Kingdom and the United States could be seized and liquidated without any protection under international law, according to a U.S. court ruling in favour of Trafigura's Ghana Power Generation Company. Speaking on Top Story Thursday, John Jinapo, the ranking member on Parliament's Mines and Energy Committee, says he will file the necessary processes to get the ministries involved accountable.
We have done everything possible. What is happening is that this government is broke. They don't even have money to buy fuel for the thermal plant. We met them as a committee and asked, why are you not paying the money? The ministry told us the Minister of Finance was negotiating with GPGC and Trafigura 24, failing which Prime Transportation Services, GNPC, would be at risk of suspension on September 7th at 05 o'clock hours GMT.
Okay.
So that is a threat we are facing. If we do not pay this 12 million, by 7th of September, they would shut down the pipeline completely for both gas from Nigeria and reverse flow of gas from the west to Tema.
And you have there John Jinapo, the ranking member on Parliament's Mines and Energy Committee. Now to our election headquarters. Brought to you by Petrosol Clean Fuel in full quantity. SIMA, the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, SIMA, AICP and SIMA together as the Association of International Certified Professional Accountants. Also, the German Ozone Medical Center, Alternative Therapy, Dental Wellness and Beauty, and Chopbox Technologies, a convenience service, and Youth Bridge Foundation, bridging gaps for positive youth development. Former Auditor General Daniel Domlevo has expressed serious doubts about NPP flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's ability to effectively fight corruption, citing a lack of proven track record in the area. The NPP's manifesto outlines various strategies aimed at tackling corruption. However, Mr. Domlevo, in an interview on Upfront with Raymond Aqua, challenged Dr. Bawumia to prove his commitment to being transparent about the sources of funding for his campaign to become flag bearer.
Does he have a track record that he wants us to look at? Mm-hmm. Can he tell us that, well, it was said that about 80 million Ghana cedis was used for the primaries? Can he tell us where it came from? He should have made that known to us, that as a vice president, he doesn't get even 50,000 a month. So for the 8 years, he will not make more than 10 million. So have told us that apart from my salary, I have these sources. My father left this. I have this investment, etc., which brought about 80-something million, and I used part of it to do my party funding. Then we will have clapped for him.
Meanwhile, Executive Director of the Ghana Integrity Initiative, Mary Ada, criticized the NPP anti-corruption proposals, arguing that they are not comprehensive enough.
As a manifesto which came with, I think, 260 pages, I was expecting that at least we would have some dynamic or specific strategic interventions that will show how this would be done. But they are just statements that have been made. If you want to fight corruption, just like Mr. Domelovo has said, you need to show us that I am not corruptible. What are some of the indicators of that incorruptibility you want to bring on board?
Let's head to the north now. NADMO has affirmed its commitment to providing relief to all farmers who are affected by the Bagri Dam spillage. Hundreds of farmers in both the northeast and upper east regions have already begun counting their losses as floods continue wreaking havoc on their farms. Here's district organizer of the Boko West Peasant Farmers Association, Ezekiel Atangazuri.
700 to 800 farmers along the riverbanks.
About how many acres of land?
We are talking about close to 2,000 acres of land.
And most of these are used to farm which crops?
They used to farm maize, millet, and then vegetables, which includes onion, cabbage, carrot, and the like.
So where do you go from here?
Well, as it's always been done, they will still have to put themselves together, maybe sell one or two animals, goats or cattle, to be able to refund themselves.
Well, Director of Communications at NADMO, Georgia Isi, says the organization is ready to assist victims.
There's already a double jeopardy. Their farm produce gone and all that. They themselves inconvenienced. We are going to do anything and everything to see how we can help them ameliorate the suffering and the difficulty. Relief will get in, definitely. So in the immediate...
Is that a promise you're making, that definitely relief items will get to these people?
Yes, because we cannot keep them in safe havens and identified areas and then leave them to their fate. No, we will do the inspection and assessment of the situation and then we'll go in appropriately to support them.
The chief executive of Kolebu Teaching Hospital is apologizing to patients for the inconvenience caused by recent shutdown of its dialysis unit. Government has stepped in addressing the financial challenges that had contributed to the unit's inability to operate at full capacity. Here's Dr. Opoku Wari Ampoma, the chief executive officer.
Fortunately, the renal unit was opened to the outpatients, and so we've started providing service for the outpatients, and service is ongoing as we speak. And so I want to take this opportunity to apologize to our patients, the general public, for the kind of inconvenience that was caused, but it was because there was some challenges that was beyond the immediate control of the institution. It's not in anybody's interest for any unit, sensitive units such as the dialysis unit, to be ever shut down. And so we want to assure them that we'll pull all the strings or the sorts to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Now, help has come for the 4 Chips compound after the story was highlighted on Joy News on how the lack of water was impacting healthcare delivery. Well, after the story was published, philanthropist Dr. Mohammed Zaideen Abdul Momin has constructed a borehole for the facility.
The story of the 4 Chips compound is different today. The facility now has water running 24/7. A borehole is fitted with a mechanized pump connected to a water storage system, which allows them to store excess water. The head of the facility, Juliana Amozu, said water has come to save them from the struggle they had to go through.
We're having water challenges.
She said it has made healthcare delivery easier, safe, and there's an increase in attendance to the facility.
Now for water problem, we don't have it for now.
Fatima Jibril, a pregnant woman, said the borehole is a huge relief for them.
We used to have a serious water challenge at this facility. We were compelled to carry water to this place during labor. However, the borehole has come to solve this challenge and we are very grateful.
For Joy News, Martina Bugri reporting from the 4 Chiefs compound.
And that's how we end the bulletin here on Joy 99.7 FM. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. Up next is business on the Super Morning Show.
Oh, jump on now.
Go, the go. Gugomi, at what time when you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I'll go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mindset be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, then make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
The go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Hey, we see you specking your car, taking that trip, chilling on the beach. Charlie, now we want to see this become your story. Simply use your ABSA card 10 times or more and you'll be entered into a monthly draw where you stand a chance to be among 5 lucky winners to take home 40,000 Ghana cedis. The more you use your card, the more entries you'll receive. Earn an extra entry by using the ABSA app or internet banking 5 times or more. No ABSA card? Don't worry. Visit the nearest branch for an ABSA account or card today and make winning part of your story. Promotion is between 1st July and 31st October. This promotion is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters. ABSA.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah.
Doctors,
nurses,
barbers,
drivers,
bouncers,
friends,
teachers,
bankers.
You could be the luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
East, west, north, south,
you could be the luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
Accra to Haga.
Let's go.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah.
Doctors,
nurses,
barbers,
drivers,
bouncers,
friends,
teachers,
bankers.
Star 712 hash.
You could be the luckiest.
Calling all shoppers. This month at Oka Decor, we have an offer that you simply cannot resist. That's right, enjoy an irresistible 20% off a huge variety of stylish and modern furniture. But wait, there's more. Stay tuned every week for more irresistible and exclusive deals and save big. Visit Oka Decor on Spintex Road to enjoy our irresistible offers.
Brush your teeth every day and night. Up and down and all around. Brush the clean and bright. Brush your teeth. Brush with mom and dad. Underneath and in between. Brush the germs away.
Pepsodent, cavity protection.
For 10 times stronger.
This advert is FDA approved.
Come on. Good boy. Honey, look, he's crawling.
Wow.
Good job. The new Cerelac Wheat and Maize has the combined goodness of wheat and maize grains fortified with iron, vitamins, and minerals also found in fruits and vegetables. To prepare the new Cerelac Wheat and Maize, just add milk. Enjoy your little one's big moments at less cost. Cerelac, care for them, count on us. This advert is FDA approved.
Please
Please, do you still refill cylinders here?
Oh yes, and there are a lot of benefits when you refill gas cylinders here. Not only do we get to run safety checks on your cylinder before refill, but you get to buy any amount of gas per your pocket. And you even get to see for yourself how much is really being put into the cylinder, so you're not cheated.
Master, this one there, Philly Gadochi. I know say you no invite me, but I go talk some. If you know be this LPG stations, like how we taxi drivers go fill our tanks.
But do these LPG stations have permit to still operate?
Of course. LPG stations are safer now than ever. We've always been licensed and fully regulated by National Petroleum Authority with total support
I want to take this opportunity to apologize to our patient.
as well as the EPA. So don't worry, crowd.
Oh, I hear say these LPG stations it be for indigenous Ghanaians. It be true?
Of course. LPG refilling is the only industry in Ghana that is now 100% owned by Ghanaians. By refilling your cylinders at the gas station, you are promoting indigenous businesses.
The money, it go stay here, no.
Oh yes. Protect local businesses by refilling your gas cylinders at LPG stations nationwide.
We know we shall win, and we know we'll survive. Shall wash away all tears.
Good morning.
Good morning. That laughter.
Yes. Look, I know this is a topic that you will have some personal views on.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm keen to hear them.
All right.
So Pastor Mensa Otabil has made a bold call on young people not to wait around trying to build themselves or build their financial get rich or become wealthy or build a house or to earn any substantial amount before they get married.
Yeah.
If you love each other, just go to the courthouse and marry, or go to the church and get married. Do you? I do. Do you? I do. Yes, we do. And it's done. What do you think?
Well, I mean, he has a point there. I mean, there are people who are waiting to get rich and have money before they marry, and then it never happens, and so they never get married.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's cast in stone because you can never tell what happens in future. You can start very small. I mean, we've heard stories of couples who didn't have much and then they started and then over time, I mean, God blesses them. And and we've heard stories of people who who started with small, nothing happened, and then the happiness is squeezed out of the marriage and then they are not happy. We've also had stories of people who, married a rich person. Along the way, something happens, they lose everything, and then it's like back to square one. And so if you're a spiritual person, I say pray about it.
I mean, there are interesting aspects to this conversation, right? Because he makes a certain point. He says that, look, if you have a partner by your side, you and your partner, you love each other, you suddenly realize that problems are easier to solve.
Love conquers all. Right.
So that's an interesting thought, because there are others who consider marriage an obligation. You are bringing someone else into your life. You are taking responsibility for someone else. Does that make your problems smaller or bigger?
I think it makes them bigger. I think it makes them bigger.
And when you go on social media, actually the messaging among young people today is the opposite of what Pastor Mensa Otabil is saying.
That is true.
Right? They say, build yourself. Develop yourself. Go to school, get your degrees, get your qualifications, get your job. Make sure you have set yourself upon a path.
That I agree with too.
Before you get married. So, Charlie, which one? Marry on a bench or wait till you are called to the bench before you marry?
And I think we all have different goals when we're getting married. People have different ambitions when some people want to get married because they want to be comfortable. Some others are pursuing love. At the end of the day, I just say pray about it. Let God help you decide who to marry and when to marry. Yeah.
Say if you fear veil, don't veil. If you fear cake, don't cake.
I mean, it's better.
Cake into you.
I mean, if you're going to be in a marriage that you're not happy in because there is no money, I'd advise you not to, because it's just going to be, miserable all your life.
But the message is, don't think about the money. Is that the guy you love?
That way. No.
That the guy you love? Marry him.
I mean, for instance, if I'm coming from a rich family, you want me to marry somebody
But that's who you love. You know, there's a funny...
It takes a few people to adjust to certain scenarios. But
do you think men will find that advice easier to follow than women? Or the other way around?
I think women will find that easier to follow.
Really?
Women,
To just marry if you are in love.
Women tend
rather
to
than marry the person who can pay for a big wedding. Women marry for love.
Yeah.
You are lucky. Hey, your wife. Hey, she has saved you from a lot.
Yeah. And I'm an example of somebody who didn't have much when they started, but over time God has blessed me. So yeah.
Amen to that. Yes.
You just have to have faith sometimes.
The question is, are you the rule or are you the exception? Today we are getting into it, hey. They say a woman will marry the man who is ready. She will leave the man who she loves to marry the man who is ready.
But I mean, in recent times, you get the women saying they're going to marry somebody who is, well-to-do, who has it. Yeah, that's. You get a few women who say, "Oh, I don't mind if he doesn't have much."
But majority are saying, if you don't have money, don't even date. Yeah. Why are you even going into a relationship? Why do you even want a girlfriend if you don't have cash?
How times have changed.
Well, look at the economy. All right, the 6 a.m. news was brought to us by Total Energies. Total will go the extra mile for you. And Absa Bank Ghana Limited. Your story matters. All right, now we know of wedding bells. How about business trumpets? Here they come. Thanks to the Joy Business Report brought to us by Omni Basic Bank at your service and Safari Valley Resort, bringing you closer to nature.
The trumpet one more time this week. Welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, National Petroleum Authority hints it will withdraw the licenses of more oil marketing companies for non-compliance with industry regulations after kicking 13 firms out. Also, Accra to become the 15th biggest city in Africa by 2035. We'll hear a report from the Economist Intelligence Unit. Plus, on today's Business Journal, we'll tell you how the rising price of palm oil is affecting production in the Ashanti region as import of the product also grows. Stay with us. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Hello to our friends listening from Kofu Radio and KT Radio. My name is Darryl Kwao. The Development Bank Ghana has revealed that it is working to use long-term funds from its partners to significantly reduce interest rates. The bank is looking at dropping rates by as much as 8% over the next 5 years. Chief Executive Kwamna Duka has been speaking on PM Express Business Edition.
This is a serious job. Yeah. So of course it's hard. It's a battle, right? It's not easy. Remember, these are issues that we've had from government after government after government. If it was easy to resolve, it would have been done. So now, yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's ambitious. But would you want me to be unambitious? Not at all. Thank you. So we have a hand that we've been dealt with, right? End of story. I am working with a hand I've been dealt with, and it's tough. No doubt about that. But I have two big things in my favor. There is a consensus among my seniors, my stakeholders, my government, that this is important and there's a focus. If you have a consensus and people actually working together to the same goal, as Ghanaians, why will we not succeed?
Kwamna Duka, the Chief Executive of Development Bank Ghana. The Securities and Exchange Commission has indicated that regulatory guidelines are being developed to support new products, including digital assets such as cryptocurrency. The Director General of the Commission, Reverend Daniel Ogbamitete, said that the advent of technological innovation calls for a robust regulation to safeguard the sustainability of the financial market. He spoke at the maiden ACI Ghana Financial Markets Conference organized by the ACI Ghana Financial Markets Association.
We are also working on regulations that would support the introduction of new products into our market. We recently launched the crowdfunding guidelines and the green bonds guidelines. And the team is on course with regulations on asset-backed securities, securities lending and borrowing, margin trading, market making, derivatives, digital assets, including cryptocurrencies, among others.
Meanwhile, President of the ACI Ghana Financial Markets Association, Lawrence Osilaja Wampong, says his outfit is in the final stages of drafting a money market code.
The establishment of the Ghana Overnight Index Average, which will serve as a benchmark for overnight borrowing. We are also in the final stages of drafting a money market code, which will provide a standardized framework for the operation of money markets in Ghana, ensuring transparency, efficiency, and stability.
Turning to other news, Accra will become the 15th biggest city in Africa by 2035. That's according to the Economist Intelligence Unit. However, this will be a decline from the 13th position occupied in 2023. Here's more in this report.
According to a compound annual growth rate, Accra's economy will expand by an average of 6.7% between now and 2035. The report mentioned that Africa has and will continue to have the fastest rate of urbanization of the world's major regions through to 2035. It added that Africa's urban population will rise from about 650 million in 2023 to almost 1 billion in 2035. This represents a compound annual growth rate of 3.5% and will take the proportion of Africans living in towns and cities to over 50% in 2035. In Africa, Central and West African sub-regions will record the fastest rate of urban population growth in 2023 to 2035. It's continued that the emergence of new urban heavyweights and mega cities, the rapid expansion of city clusters, and the rising importance of megapolises will be a major feature of Africa's demographic and economic future. Meanwhile, Greater Accra will remain the #1 largest economy in Africa. It will be followed by Greater Johannesburg and Lagos.
That was a Business Desk report. Now, the National Petroleum Authority has revealed that it is working to withdraw licenses of more oil marketing firms over non-compliance with industry regulations. The warning comes after 13 oil marketing companies had their licenses withdrawn over non-payment of debts owed several state institutions, among other infractions. Communications Manager Mohammed Abdul Kudus tells Joy Business such surveillance has been increased to ensure every player complies.
What we are doing today, we believe that it allows us to be able to keep a tap on them, and that is why we regularly come after them when we feel that you are not meeting the regulatory requirements of DOTI. As and when we feel that we need to crack the whip, we would crack it. And you realize that this is not the first time. We've actually been doing this the last 2 years. We've been publishing the names of those that we've revoked their licenses.
Communications Manager at the National Petroleum Authority, Mohammed Abdul Kudus. Turning to Habitat Fair today, we've got just 7 days more. Located on the Spintex Road, DPS Pipes Limited is rapidly emerging as a leading pipe manufacturer in the country. Thanks to its robust production capacity, industry experts, including Plumbers Associations, recognize the company for delivering high-quality products at competitive prices. As a participant in this year's EcoBank Journeys Habitat Fair, here's your chance to learn more about this standout company.
Our range of piping solutions serves a multitude of purposes across various industries, contributing to the infrastructure and development of Ghana and beyond. Our water supply pipes ensure the efficient transportation of safe, clean water to homes, businesses, and communities, promoting health and sanitation. DPS Pipes is dedicated to providing durable, premium, and safe piping solutions that meet the diverse needs of our customers.
So, DPS Pipes Limited is going to be at the EcoBank Journeys Habitat Fair happening on the 30th of August to the 1st of September at the Good Park near Accra Mall. Don't miss it. You're listening to the Joy Business Report now. Small-scale palm oil producers in the Ashanti region are feeling the pinch as rising production costs and competition from cheaper imported oils threaten the operations. Despite the high demand for locally produced palm oil, traders struggle to maintain profitability amidst fluctuating market conditions and the burden of selling on credit. Mona Lisa Frimpong has more in today's Business Journal.
When palm fruits are in season, you can find them in abundance at local markets, making it easier for traders to buy in bulk. However, not all villages continue to farm palm fruits, pushing traders like Charity Pogo to source from other areas.
We get our palm nuts from farmers in different villages, but the cost keeps rising.
The local palm oil, known for its rich flavor and high quality, has maintained a steady price of 600 Ghana cedis per gallon over the past year. However, Vivian Fori notes that the imported ones, whilst cheaper, lack the authentic taste that customers prefer.
Our palm oil is better than the imported ones because it's made from fresh, locally sourced palm nuts without using machines that alter the taste.
Despite the steady price, the profit margins for local producers are thin as they strive to keep prices competitive while dealing with rising production costs.
We struggle because the imported oils are sold at lower prices, which affects our sales.
The market dynamics have left producers caught between the rising cost of raw materials and the pressure to keep their prices stable. The situation is further complicated by the rising cost of firewood, which has become 5 times more expensive in recent months. A tricycle load of firewood that once cost 20 Ghana cedis now costs 150 Ghana cedis, cutting deeper into their already tight margins.
The smoke is hard on us, and the cost of food just keeps going up. But finding the money to invest in new equipment is tough.
Many local producers find themselves in a difficult position, forced to sell their palm oil on credit to regular customers like Gary and beans vendors. While this practice helps maintain relationships and ensures a steady stream of business, it also delays cash flow, making it harder for producers to manage their day-to-day operations.
If we could get customers who would pay upfront, it would make a big difference.
For Joy Business, Mona Lisa Frimpong reporting.
All right, thank you, Mona Lisa, for that report. Before we go, let's check the commodity market. Cocoa selling this morning at $7,750 a ton after going up by $53. Gold increased by $10 open trading at $2,494 an ounce. Crude oil has been stable at $77 a barrel. On the currency market this morning, the dollar going for 15 cedi 75 pesos, the British pound 20 cedi 62 pesos, and the euro selling at 17 cedis 54 pesos. More news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. My name is Darryl Crown. Thanks for listening. The Super Morning Show continues. Here's Winston and the team.
Yeah, thank you very much, Darryl Crown, for joining us with the latest in the world of business. The dollar towards 15 cedis 75 pesos.
It's been there the whole week. So, yeah.
Anyway, let's go for our inspirational song for today. Then is Victory.
Let's go!
Yes, you've got the victory, right?
Yes, we have. And I'm told that you have agreed to provide Wache for the morning. So thank you.
Wache from sort of
a designated location.
Yes.
This is the sort of political gerrymandering that has, led to
no,
people's.
You have. You have. I'm just asking you. So if you haven't agreed, you can say you haven't.
Hey, this was not asking.
That you have agreed.
He said, "I'm told you have agreed."
Yes,
and somebody even added specific location.
So if you haven't agreed, you can say you have not
given
agreed.
options here.
Which means you have agreed.
We'll eat Wache. We'll eat Wache today. It's okay. It's okay. Stop talking. We'll eat Wache.
Yeah, you can't be wearing this and carrying titles around and cannot provide Wache.
You can't be suffering and
when we talk Wache, then you are now doing all of the.
It's okay.
We are not demanding other things. Just Wache.
Just
you are complaining.
Wache for the morning.
Yes.
Anyway. Nana has delivered.
It's not a problem.
Nana could do the first.
We'll eat Wache.
How can you fail?
We'll eat Wache.
I did call it.
No, you can't fail. You can't fail. Safuhin won't fail
at
all.
Not at all.
Anyway, let's get to our Drive Safe campaign. Thank you very much, Brofumba Safuhin. Brofumba number 5, Safuhin.
Yes.
Nana could do the first. So, our Drive Safe campaign.
His Royal Majesty or His Royal Highness.
His Royal is for Osaberima. His Royal Highness. Osaberima, and His Royal Majesty, the King of the Asante Kingdom. But this is just Nana. Nana is okay.
Now on the English part.
The English.
Safuhin.
Hey, Raymond. Okay.
And Obey Prince.
Prince.
Or Duke.
What I want to say, I won't say it. Let me get to the You're setting traps, but I refuse to be part of this trap. I'm not going to say anything. I'll say it off.
I want to be able
I'll
to
say it off.
Oh, okay.
Kaiser.
Now, the Drive Safe campaign is brought to us by Joy News and the Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Superior Quality and Imperial General Assurance Solid Protection. So, the leading cause of intersection collisions is running a red light. Sometimes this happens due to a lack of attention to the road, while other times it's due to the glare from the setting sun. But sadly, sometimes it's because the driver was in a hurry. So please, is to slow down before each intersection and evaluate the situation. Never race the yellow lights, like what many of you do. Yellow, then it is not that you are in a hurry. Accelerating to beat the red, please.
It's almost as if you're in a competition with it.
No.
Hey,
Once you see the yellow, it means that get ready, slow down, and stop.
Anyway.
Anyway, so that's our tip for today.
Brilliant. Right, we can now learn how to say it right? And it's brought to you by Kingdom Books. Kingdom quality and affordability are their hallmarks. And Societe Generale Bank Ghana. The future is you. There is also Kojo introducing, for your attention and prominence, perhaps one of the best schools in the entire country, DPS International School, where every child shines. Yes.
Something must be done.
You say either, I say either.
Isn't it remarkable the way people often say systematic when they mean systemic? I'm sure you've noticed that too. Systemic and systematic have completely different meanings. When something is systemic, it affects the whole system, organization, or country. Systematic, on the other hand, means done according to a plan, a method, or a system. So when you say sexism is systematic, you are saying it is done according to a plan, not that it has engulfed the whole system. Systemic is the appropriate word for the sort of corruption that results in state funds being used for private projects, like a cathedral, for example. Yeah, I said it. And I said it right.
There we go. All right. Well, I guess we can get into the news review now. It's brought to us by Access Bank, more than banking, Who's starting us off?
Let me start with the Daily Graphic.
Yes, a very important story.
And it is actually the biggest story on the front page. Ogwamanhin celebrates 25-year milestone. And he's been saying something.
Ogwamanhin.
Okay,
Continue.
because you are suffering, I'll give you benefit of the doubt.
Otherwise, you'd have argued.
Yes. Involve chiefs in governance. Involve chiefs in governance. Osaberma Kwesiata II. His Royal Highness Osaberma Kwesiata II advocates. So let me give you some detail because
Please
it's a
do.
very important story. The paramount chief of Ogwa traditional area, Osaberma Kwesiata II, has advocated the proper inclusion of chiefs in governance through appropriate legislation to accelerate socio-economic development in the communities. He explained that chiefs play critical and socially acceptable roles as authority through constant interaction with traditional structures of governance and the communities. Therefore, their active involvement in local governance will positively impact their communities. Such new roles, he said, must be properly structured and legislated for clarity. The quote here says, chiefs must be involved, don't complain, in the country because chiefs are at the grassroots of society. They interact with the grassroots, the people. They live with them and understand their needs more than the government that sits up there. If chiefs are properly involved in governance, resolution of many problems will be easier, he stated. He observed that in times past, chiefs were widely recognized and esteemed as overlords of their communities, overseeing a lot of engagement from business to social activities and the development of their communities. However, over the years, he said the powers of the chiefs had been taken away by politicians through legislation. Because some of the laws passed do not really address the needs of the grassroots, everything now has to be referred to government, and the chieftaincy institution is portrayed now as less useful, which is not so. He said this in an interview at Efikesim in Cape Coast last Saturday, and the Osaberma dismissed perception that the chieftaincy institution has outlived its usefulness and must therefore be scrapped. And that's, of course, he also advised. Yes. He said that it was, in fact, the work of a president was a difficult one. That's advice to the president. However, he urged the president to prioritize developmental projects and undertake the important ones that impacted majority of Ghanaians positively. And he also made other points, including touching on the Fetu Afashe and its relevance to preserving culture. He said every community had a unique feature, and this is what actually makes the good people, the great people of the ancient city of Cape Coast unique. Yes, it's
Osaberma has spoken.
Yes.
And you see, when Nana speaks, it's final.
Brilliant.
So I don't want to add anything.
Yeah.
Because Osaberma has spoken.
But so many times Kojo has spoken, you have other things.
It was a really.
You still want me to get back to that?
Yes.
It was a really insightful interview. I happened to be there when it was done.
Oh, I see.
Because I'm the chair of the media subcommittee for the Afashe. So I was
the
there.
PR.
He arranged that interview.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I was there, and it was quite enlightening, to see how he tried to describe the different governance structures that exist in traditional leadership compared to political leadership, and how they are supposed to actually work together. So to his mind, before political leadership comes up with policies, one of the most important things they should do is sit with the chiefs, because it's the chief's house that everyone is bringing problems to. So if you want to solve problems, who better to give you input than the guy who is listening to problems all day long?
You see,
and I liked that.
Yes,
I like that concept.
Now that you've raised this, you see, it's actually the reason, as part of our decentralization process, we indicated that 30% of members of the district assembly be appointed in consultation with traditional leaders. Because these persons who are appointed by traditional leaders, as expected, would know. And in some instances, you've had, traditional rulers sitting as part of the Council of State that offers advice and everything. It is important also that going forward, these persons must not just be appointed by the president sitting in Accra.
Yeah.
And then, so I am happy that Osaberima is talking about this. We must insist that these people, there is involvement of the right institutions in appointment of these people.
Yeah.
Because we say that, you see, the decentralization is the way to go. Because there's what we call informational advantage, as in you're close to the people.
Yeah, precisely.
So you know what the people need and want.
Yeah.
And that's what you must deliver on. And so once the Osaberima has spoken, that's it. We'll meet on the 7th of
That's right.
you know,
That's right.
September, and that's contingent on what you are supposed to do.
Oh, Massa, consider it done.
You are
that is the
expected
least
to do something.
That is the least of our problems.
Consider it done.
Okay.
Consider it done.
Yes, Safohin's
This is my message to you from
yes,
Osaberima.
yes.
It shall be done.
My friend Daniela Agana has been worrying me every time we mention this. So, Master, you go do.
So, well, the other story on the front page: engage auditors to ensure electoral integrity. And talking about elections and related activities, we do know that the exhibition exercise is still ongoing, right? Even though they are reporting very low turnout. I mean, that happens. I don't know. People feel that they are on the ballot and they do not think that, they are on the electoral roll, so they do not think that they necessarily have to go and check. But sometimes you might not know. There might have been a mistake. The day of the election, if you show up, it might be problematic. And you might be confused. It might be, it might create chaos and all of that. So now that there's a short code, you sure can actually take advantage of that too. If you are not in the position to travel to the center you are voting to check whether your name is indeed in the electoral roll. So please, it's important that you participate in this exercise. Don't leave it to the last minute also, so that you go enjoy long queues there. Yeah, really.
It's a positive use of technology. Let's take advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I get to the new finder for today? It says Guta others oppose New Shippers Act. Petition President Akufo-Addo not to sign it. And GTA to unveil December in GH Tourism Extravaganza. And NHI's disbursement for free dialysis rises to over 1.5 million. And that's something that we're interested in. So we're told that the National Health Insurance Authority has announced that its payments towards the government's free dialysis program has reached 1.5 million as of September 2024. September. We're not in September yet, right? Okay. So these payments cover the cost of treatment from June to September, reflecting the NHI's ongoing commitment to improving access to essential medical services. And we're told the first payment of 587,236 was made in June, while the second tranche of 1 million was disbursed to cover services for July and August, and advance payment for September. Okay, that's good news. But I also think that the NHIA can pay for all patients on dialysis. The NHIA can pay for all patients on dialysis.
If it gets all 7 billion or 8 billion.
Yes. But even without all the 7 billion or 8 billion, it can still pay.
Okay.
It can still pay. And Dr. Da Costa Boaji, we've had this conversation before.
Back and forth on it,
yes,
yeah.
I mean, and I still insist they can pay. And as one who believes in, the healthcare needs of our people, I say NHIA, pay. But if it's the case, okay, you've made another point. I think that government has no business whatsoever capping NHIL funds. Yeah,
we've been saying this from...
Government has no business.
It is almost... It rises to the level of being criminally negligent, because without the money, some people will not get health care. Without the health care, some people will die.
And this was a Kenufuriata move, wasn't it?
Yes, I mean, at the time.
So I think that government has no business doing that. But we should be concerned about the health needs of our people.
Yes.
I don't know why it's so difficult for us.
If we are not concerned about every other things, because this one keeps them alive.
Can I say something in support of that? How much did Kwame Sapon calculate it would cost to actually provide this, care for dialysis patients throughout the year? Wasn't it some 7 million cedis?
Let me just check. I'll check that.
I recall a figure around 7 million cedis. I'm happy to be corrected if I've got it wrong. But assuming that is what he said. 7 million cedis. we were able to spend $3.6 million to broadcast games that, according to them, nobody wanted to watch, because nobody wanted to come and pay them for the rights to broadcast it.
True.
So nobody wanted to watch, but we were able to pay $3.6 million to broadcast it to nobody. No, I think we can afford to pay for dialysis
to
treatment.
keep people alive.
Come on.
You remember this gentleman who went to actually climb some electricity pole?
Yes.
Because he's been frustrated moving from one hospital to the other because he cannot get kidney care.
Wanted to kill himself.
This is 21st century. It's the least you can do for your citizens. Give them some basics so that they'll feel proud of belonging to a state. So that they'll feel that when they are in their lowest ebb, even if they will not survive, somebody helped them in the last moments of their life. People should not threaten to take their own lives because they cannot get kidney care.
Nobody should struggle to pay for dialysis in this country.
And we sat here, we had a conversation. That girl, see, her voice still rings in my head whenever we mention this kidney and Priscilla Asante. We allowed a 15-year-old to die of something that we could have prevented if only we prioritized. And Kojo, yes, this amount of money could have taken care of at least Priscilla for the rest of her life.
In fact, you imagine what we
and
could
extended
have done
and give her quality of life.
Imagine what we could have done with the whole $245 million that we spent on that abortive project.
I mean, this one, if you bring it, you make me go emotional on it back anyway. Now, the Catholic Standard is reporting this morning, election is not a fight. This is Most Reverend Matthew Kwesi Gyamfi, the Bishop of Sunyani and the President of the Ghana Catholic Bishops Conference. He's called on the youth to avoid violence during 2024 election. In fact, it says here, election is not a fight. The people we vote for, they are not enemies. But the people who are on the ground seem not to understand certain things, and they engage in many violent actions in defense of those at the top. These political leaders are very friendly, he stressed. So that is what is being, that's advice to all young people. I mean, yeah, and I don't know if people are so eager to go and fight for other people, but clearly.
All right, let's do the online review. It's brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest, and Goyle, good energy. Goyle, Yenara Yendia.
And good energy brings you the Goyle Super XP, the ideal choice for most vehicles. It is flowing at many Goyle stations in the country. Just go fuel up your vehicle and enjoy the smooth ride with all the benefits. Goyle Super XP is quality and gives you the correct choice when buying regular fuel. Goyle Super XP is fortified with special additive that gives longevity to your engine, makes your engine perform to the maximum using minimal fuel, and it is suitable for most vehicles. As you journey the road, look out for Goyle stations with a Goyle Super XP sign and go fuel up your vehicle. Goyle Super XP, Ufilia. Ubefili. Goyle, good energy. Goyle, you mean to add that, huh?
In fact, yeah, we all do our renditions, right? Now, your Zenith Visa card keeps giving. Fly Qatar Airways and get up to 12% off your ticket when you use your Zenith Visa card. Simply pay for your Qatar Airways ticket using your Zenith Visa card and travel at a discounted price. Now, enjoy great savings with your Zenith Visa card. Offer lasts till November 30, 2024. Visit zenithbank.com.gh for terms and conditions and the link to register to enjoy this exciting offer. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
All right, and this morning, Trafigura judgment debt. Government terminated GPGC contract over a family feud. Is what John Jinapo is alleging. Read more on myjoyonline.com. Listen, let's roll. Time for the BBC News. And that comes thanks to Fidelity Bank, believe with us, and Old Mutual. 10 years of greatness in Ghana, here for a lifetime.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
As a parent, I recommend the best school for you, DPS International. The school offers innovative teaching in a nurturing environment that makes learning easy. It's a globally recognized Cambridge and IB diploma program school running from crèche to A-level with well-equipped boarding facilities for students above 12 years old. Their students excel in spelling bee, international Olympiads, Harvard MUN, Shock Quiz, and other prestigious competitions. Their extracurricular activities provide a holistic education that prepares our children for the future. DPS students have constantly won awards for academic excellence at the annual British Council ceremony. You are assured of transportation and 24-hour security. Enroll now for the new academic year and secure your child's future at DPS International. Locate DPS at Tema Community 25. Visit our website at dpsghana.edu.gh or call 0596 994 759 for more information. DPS International, where excellence meets opportunity.
I found a partner I can trust.
Bros, but you told me you had an insurance claim 2 days ago, and today your car is fixed. Fresh like that? How?
Yes, so that is how the new collision insurance policy from Imperial works.
Wow!
I'm okay. The Imperial collision insurance policy has enormous benefits. I just upgraded my usual third-party policy, and I get my car parts fixed when I get a damage from any collision.
Really?
I enjoy hospitalization benefits when I'm admitted at the hospital beyond 3 days, and I still keep my third-party benefits.
Hey.
My ears sorted rough. Hey. You are saying, hey, just sign up to the Imperial collision insurance policy and enjoy insurance benefits beyond the road. Talk to your broker, agent, or call us on 0577 667 436 for further details. You can also follow us on all our social media handles. T&C Supply, Imperial General Assurance, solid protection.
Solid protection.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME business card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
We hear about his high-profile case, soon to be adapted by Netflix, and how AI is transforming the legal field.
This is the BBC World Service, the world's radio station.
Coming up after the news from the BBC World Service, it's Hard Talk with me, Stephen Sacker. To fully commit to a cause is to put the political above the personal, and it has lifelong ramifications, not just for the activist, but for those closest to them. And no one knows this better than my guest today, the writer Gillian Slovo, whose parents, Joe Slovo and Ruth First, were hugely important figures in South Africa's liberation struggle against apartheid.
It's not easy to be the child of revolutionaries, and they make decisions. I don't think it is easy to be a revolutionary with children, actually. They make decisions that they know will impact on their family. But actually, in the end, I'm really proud of what they did. I lived in a very traumatic childhood, at the same time an extremely privileged one.
That's Gillian Slovo on Hard Talk after the news.
Hello, I'm Chris Barrow with the BBC News.
Kamala Harris has accepted her party's nomination to be its U.S. presidential candidate amid rapturous applause at the climax of the Democratic National Convention. She told cheering, flag-waving supporters in Chicago that if she became president, she would ensure free and fair elections, foster the rule of law, and transfer power peacefully and unite the people of the country.
Our nation with this election has a precious, fleeting opportunity to move past the bitterness, cynicism, and divisive battles of the past, a chance to chart a new way forward. I promise to be a president for all Americans. You can always trust me.
With more on Miss Harris's speech, here's our correspondent Emma Vardy, who's in Chicago.
I think she ticked a lot of the boxes Democrats will have wanted in this speech tonight. She took the case to Donald Trump, spoke about her background as a prosecutor, as the person who's going to be the one to argue against him. But of course, what happens next is that she's got the next few months now where the campaign ramps up even more, the battle ramps up even more, and she'll have to deal with Republicans attacking her at every turn. So she has taken a lead in the polls, but it's certainly not a done deal yet.
As Kamala Harris was speaking at the Democratic Convention, Donald Trump fired off dozens of posts on his social media platform Truth Social. He described his election rival as a radical Marxist who wanted to spend Americans' money on illegal immigrants. He accused her of hating Israel and of causing the Hamas attack last October. At one point, Mr. Trump sent out a seemingly angry post asking, "Is she talking about me?" The Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has arrived in Ukraine for a visit in which he says he wants to share perspectives on a peaceful resolution of the war with Russia. He provoked anger in Kiev last month when he embraced Vladimir Putin during a trip to Moscow. His arrival there coincided with a Russian missile attack on a Ukrainian children's hospital. Our correspondent Nick Beek has more details from Kiev.
I think it's certainly useful for President Zelensky of Ukraine. He can point to this visit by someone who runs a major world economy at the same time as drawing on the support from Western allies. And time and again he said that some of that support may not have come quickly enough, but the background to this trip by the Indian Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, is a previous trip he made 6 weeks ago to Russia. Now that went down extremely badly here in Ukraine because Mr. Modi was seen embracing Vladimir Putin on the day that Russian missiles killed more than 40 people across this country.
This is the World News from the BBC. The Chief Minister of Pakistan's Punjab province has promised decisive action against gunmen who killed 12 police officers. Mariam Nawaz said the attack on Thursday would not go unavenged. The officers came under rocket fire when one of their vehicles broke down in the Cacha area. The Supreme Court in Venezuela has endorsed President Nicolas Maduro as the winner of last month's disputed general election. The opposition has alleged widespread fraud in the vote. The ruling said the court indisputably validated the results issued by the National Electoral Council, which has named Mr. Maduro as the winner. Sanjay Dasgupta reports.
Nicolas Maduro hailed the court ruling as historic and forceful, but within minutes of the decision, the opposition candidate Edmundo Gonzalez responded by posting an image on social media saying void. In a video message, he accused the court of attempting to please the president. Mr. Gonzalez wasn't the only one to question the Supreme Court's standing. The UN Human Rights Council has warned that it lacks independence and impartiality. The president of Chile described the court decision as a consolidation of fraud.
Canada's Labour Minister has predicted that the country's vast rail freight network will be running again within days. It ground to a halt on Thursday because of an industrial dispute. The Minister, Stephen McKinnon, has ordered employers and unions to take part in binding arbitration. Two companies had locked out more than 9,000 workers after talks with the Teamsters Union broke down. Some cabin crew at the Scandinavian airline SAS in Norway have gone on strike over pay and working conditions. Mediation talks between the firm and unions broke down overnight. Cabin staff say their wages are 15 to 30% lower than at competitors. Most flights will operate as planned. The dispute does not involve pilots. That's the latest BBC News.
wake up in the morning and you know the money calling. Oh, you go work. But you know it's I on your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, cause you know it's I on your side. And when you dream, no say I did for you. And when you hustle every day, many wanna go. Anything you do, I did for you. If I believe I did your side, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I did your side, fidelity.
Enhance your business operations with the HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer. You can print, copy, and scan up to 19 pages per minute with high-quality mobile scans or customizable shortcuts in the HP Smart app that delivers effortless use from wherever you work so you can focus on growing your business. Take advantage of its Wi-Fi direct printing and intuitive touchscreen, which are both designed to simplify your day. With the HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer, experience fast and easy setups and improved overall printing efficiency with a 20,000 page duty cycle built to keep you and your business secure and moving forward with embedded security that is pre-configured out of the box to detect and stop attacks. The HP Color LaserJet 150 NW printer is available at all Kompu Ghana stores. Visit kompugana.com or call 0302 752 020 for more information.
I am Ohinere Gifty Auntie. You see, it always feels good when you receive that salary alert. I made a bold decision to invest a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan, and this means that I will get these alerts every month throughout retirement for the rest of my life. You too can retire on your own terms, so invest a lump sum in the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and enjoy guaranteed monthly income for life. Call Old Mutual on 050-453-4333 or visit oldmutual.com.gh to sign up today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy.
Why is we still laughing?
Anyway, before
Can
we
I get an encore?
Encore. Can I get an encore?
There's core in it.
Well, before we continue with the core and encore and encore and anything, let's do the UPSA Law School Point of Law series.
Brilliant.
Because you'll love this one. It says, wills in Ghana must always be in writing. However, a member of the armed forces in Ghana of whatever age, while engaged in active service, can make an oral will before 2 witnesses without it being put into writing.
So only members of the armed forces have that privilege,
Yes,
right?
only. And this is section 61C of the Wills Act 1971, Act 360.
Is it only serving members or retired members?
Please note. This is ostensibly due to the deadly nature of the service in active combat and the high possibility of a would-be testator dying while serving.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
How about other armies?
Like
Salvation Army.
Are they armed forces?
But why? Okay, why the armed forces, but not the police?
No, Ghana Armed Forces.
I'm even concerned.
What I see here is the Ghana Armed Forces.
Because, I mean, other people also serve. Yes, because, in Salvation Army, you say saved to serve.
A lot of people, the work they do is life-threatening. I mean, someone in Bura, for example.
Yeah.
Why can't he make an oral will?
Like this job. It's of course. If you consider what happened to Latif, woke up one morning, dressed nicely to go and cover a demonstration.
Yes.
A single
and
question.
Almost lost his life. One question.
Yes.
One question.
Harmless question.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Think about Ahmed Swale.
I think they should consider us to. Yes.
Yeah. We all want to make oral wills.
Yeah. So that I can also amend it orally. Yeah.
Anyway.
But that's the law, right?
So
that's
if the last minute you want to change your mind, say, I have discovered this information. Please remove her from the thing.
Anyway. Raymond, how much did you save before you got married?
Save?
Did you set yourself like a savings target? Because you had a really, really great wedding. I mean, your MC was top notch.
I agree.
The best wedding MC anybody could ever have.
And I also know that you decided never to take a peswa. For that, I'm grateful.
Absolutely.
That is why I always tolerate you. That is why I always like you. That's why even if you are saying...
You said tolerate!
That is why I support you fully.
Oh my God.
Yeah, all your laudable ventures. Yes. You have to a lot of savings. You have to.
Yeah.
If you do not get, if you are not a prominent person who will get some people helping you, and you are like me, you have to prepare a room a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, because and quite frankly, some of the things that you really have to spend on are completely useless. With age, you come to realize that they are absolutely unnecessary. But if you are,
at the time, they seem like the most important things.
What will you do?
Exactly.
It will sound irresponsible if we're not delivering. Yeah.
And the general advice tends to be that make sure you are prepared before you get married. If you are not
advice,
in
it's only
if you are not in a financially
who are married,
who have been through it.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
But that's the general advice. You go on social media today and you see it. You even see young ladies advising young men that if you don't have money, don't even date. Don't even embark on a relationship until you can afford it.
She used to say something, and because she said, I can repeat it.
Yes.
Romance without finance is a nuisance. I heard it from her first time. Venerable Jifawampo, she used to say that romance without finance is a nuisance. I mean, my standing on the impact of money. Clearly, I disagree with that thought. But I also think that we have couched society that's sometimes confused, where we want to put wealth and money.
Yes.
So we make it an overriding factor, and then we are forced to make it the most important factor in all things. And today, regardless of what we are telling, unless you have gotten a woman chosen for you by God, who is willing to forgo and close her eyes to all the worldly things and say, "Oh, gentlemen, God says I should take you, so I will overlook all your poverty and the other things you are actually currently experiencing."
Yeah.
If not that, even women who cannot afford single rooms do believe that they have a certain very high standard,
yes,
which is wealth related, that others should meet.
If you don't have a car, don't come close to them.
Yeah, the guy is working like me.
She's working.
Yeah.
So okay, but look, the truth is
that this standard is unfair.
Marriage is a responsibility, and there ought to be some qualifying criteria. It shouldn't just be the kind of thing that everyone can get up and do. When you do it, you have to approach it with some sense of responsibility. You are taking somebody's daughter and taking responsibility for her. Are you able to do so? So these questions do come up. But the issue is this: when did marriage become about your ability to provide material things? When did it stop being about just uniting with the person you love to face the problems of the world?
I mean,
facing which problems?
The financial problems, the economic
so if you are uniting to
the
face the
emotional
problems, you must first of all agree that the person you are uniting with can actually help you face those problems. If that is out of the picture, you'd have to think twice. I mean, you can argue and debate it and say, you can look into the future and all of that, but at the end of it all, the most important thing is that if you cannot meet a certain requirement, if you don't have money to buy a gown, don't buy a gown. If you don't have money, to have 10 bridesmaids and whatever, don't do it.
But to some people, if you don't have money to buy a gown, that means
you shouldn't be getting married.
Yes, but there's somebody.
You're not there.
So it means that, you see, this is the point. It means that if you're a woman that you're expecting that kind of, wait for your kind of man. If you don't get him, fine.
Yeah.
If you're a man,
so set time clock or sometimes you should be mindful of some.
So you see, I'm getting to the point. You can dream, you can have all the fantasies of this world, but time. Yeah, you see, time. When it really matters, the word that came to mind, I don't want to use, even though it was a woman who used that. She was speaking on radio and said that. So I'll polish it. It says that it gets to that time when women get onto that road where the biological clock is ticking so fast that you realize that I need to settle. They waive a lot of things and say, let's just go and sign. But at that time, you don't want the 10 bridesmaid and all of that. My point is that, look, time has a way of dealing with everybody.
Okay.
There are places, could you just one point elsewhere? The person came to work Monday. By the time you see them on Friday, Monday, they are married. There was no fanfare. There was no feeding 400 people. There was no buffet things, so that a person will complain that not soup in your and then all of the other things they will say. And quite frankly, I don't recall anybody having conversations with you 2 or 3 years later about the food you served at your wedding. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. To most people, they'll move on.
Yeah.
So why do we put that amount of pressure and make it a criteria that a young man, and what we are basically saying, the guy just left school. He's doing national service. How much are we giving national service? After national service.
I want to say something.
He now gets a job. How many years are we expecting him to marry? Look, 40, 45?
I want to say something. For all those people who have defined stages in life as the time you were born, the time you die, and the time you marry. And the only one you can witness is the time you marry. So you must spend a lot of money. They should tell them.
It falls sense.
They should tell the young boys and girls. When you marry, look, the truth is that
the real work is
after the marriage, when you go home, then you realize that you made a mistake.
You will witness that mistake as well.
Look, so I beg you, you have no business hiring a big car, and when you finish, you go and walk.
But let's also be mindful. Listen, it sounds like I'm the one who is going to be playing the devil's advocate here. Let's also be mindful of the fact that...
agree with us.
No, well, the fact is that marriage is, an event. In addition to it being a lifetime commitment, it starts with an event. And this is the event that many young women around the world, many girls around the world have dreamt of since they were children. right? Watching TV. This is the only day,
and perhaps safe towards that.
Yes, we'll get to that. This is the only day on which they get to live that one fantasy shared by all women, to be a princess, to be the center of attention. Once in her whole life for this to happen. Today, Pastor Mensa Otabil is saying that if you are with someone today and you have said to each other, I love you, marry.
Yes.
Whatever your situation, marry. He married when he only had a bed. Let's listen to him.
Be bold. Marry. Set the date. If you are afraid of veil, don't veil. If you are afraid of gown, don't gown. If you are afraid of wedding cake, don't cake. Parents, tell your sons, be bold. Tell your daughters, be bold. You have stayed here for so long. Be bold and move out. Be bold. Life is never going to be easy at any point. But when you come into agreement and you are purposeful, you boldly do things. And you will be able to turn your life around, acquire property. 30 years from now, 40 years from now, you will see how far God has brought you.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask something? Why, indeed, do, our leaders, our religious leaders, our parents, why do they prioritize marriage? Why is it that the argument is it must be done? So even if you are, whatever your state is today, do it anyway. Why? Why must it be done? Why is it important for marriage to occur?
Kojo, you know what? We would answer this question.
We'll get into
it.
Stay with us and definitely use the hashtag JoySMS when you're sharing your thoughts as well. Would you marry a guy who only had a bench in his room? Would you marry the person you are with today who says, I love you?
Joy, 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 sunshine and joy in the morning time. Yeah. Wake up to the super morning show. Yeah, wake up to joy, joy in the morning. Yeah, if you're turning on your radio, go for some joy in the morning on the super morning show.
Welcome to the Joy Super Morning Show.
Now, if you're wondering where to hold your strategy planning meetings, your board sessions, or your staff retreats, there really is only one venue, and it's the Safari Valley Resort. Think of the green, serene environment, accessibility, meeting room capacity, the flow and layout of space, room flexibility, quality of equipment, staff, and first-class catering services. It's got to be Safari Valley Resort, your first choice. Call Safari Valley Resort on 0596 914 394. Safari Valley, bringing you closer to nature.
And you have a game-changing, innovative business idea or project that can impact society, then this is your moment, because Total Energies presents the 4th edition of the Startupper of the Year Challenge. And this year we're looking for 3 winners: the best entrepreneur, also known as the InnovUp winner, the best project or innovative business idea exemplifying recycling and minimizing waste, the Cycle Up winner, and the best project promoting or relating to sustainable and affordable energies, the Power Up winner. And that's not all. 4 additional projects in the Power Up category will be selected by an international jury. So don't wait any longer. Apply now at startupper.totalenergies.com for your chance to win financial support, professional mentorship, and a spotlight for your project. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, if it's football you want, we got it all. Yes, all of it on DSTV. All the leagues, all the cups, all the matches live in HD. Watch Starboy Mo Kudus in the 2nd season at West Ham, and also trust that you get to see Kylian Mbappe in full flight for Real Madrid all day, all night, no matter what bouquet you're on. You get to watch football. Renew your subscription today. Just dial star 759 hash and follow the prompts. The season promises, this one, it actually promises to be exciting. DSTV is your home of entertainment.
All right, well, what is luck? For many, luck is that glorious moment when you find money in your trousers right when you're broke. For others, luck is being picked out of a crowd or for a reward. Now, for the guys at the luckiest, Luck is a life-changing event, and they believe that everyone deserves a shot at it. Luck is coming with prizes so exciting they'll make your head spin. You want to be the luckiest? Dial *712# and get your ticket. The more you buy, the better your chances of winning. And remember, when you hear that catchy jingle, it's your cue to pay attention. It could be your lucky day. Luck is on its way to you and your community. So stay sharp. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere.
So, did you not hear? Well, now you're about to. Join us in supporting budding young entrepreneurs at the Orange Market, an event showcasing locally made products and services. It will be a delightful, fun day out for the whole family with lots of food and drinks, as well as activities for the kids. It's on Saturday, the 24th of August from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Fidelity Bank Ghana Limited, Tesano, adjacent to Peace FM, Shippers House. And this event is proudly brought to you by Fidelity Bank Entrepreneurship Initiative.
Now, at DPS, we believe in nurturing every child's potential. With our experienced and caring teachers, we ensure a strong foundation for lifelong learning. Our state-of-the-art facilities provide the perfect environment for curiosity and discovery. Our diverse extracurricular and enriching after-school activities help students explore their passions. We have a fleet of buses with GPS trackers to monitor your child's movement in and out of the school, and hostel facilities for children coming from very far. And with our surveillance cameras, your child's security is absolutely guaranteed. Enroll your child now at DPS International, which runs from creche to the A level and after the Cambridge and IB diploma programs successfully. We have excellent results in Spelling Bee and Business Challenge competitions for incoming students residing in Community 25 and neighboring communities. There is a 100% admission fee waiver. Yes, 100%. For more information, contact us on 0596 994 759 or visit the school's website at dpsghana.edu.gh. DPS, where every child shines.
All right, so the Kingdom Books and Stationery back to school promotion is here once again, and from now till September you get 10 to 20% discount on all textbooks, pens, pencils, erasers, exercise books and much more in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takoradi, Winneba and Cape Coast. Call 050-648-7557 or go to Kingdom's info at kingdomgh.com. That's the email address. Or just go to kingdomstoreonline.com and shop till you drop. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions apply.
So, are you ready to make every moment count, from the simple pleasures of treating yourself to unforgettable weekend getaways or a special surprise from someone you love? You can have the perfect companion. Stanbic cards are there for those fulfilling moments that make you go like, yes, this is it. Talk to Stanbic on 0302-815-789 on social media, Stanbic Bank GH, or visit stanbicbank.com.gh to learn more.
Every time we eat, food and sugars are trapped between our teeth, leading to tooth decay, gum disease, and in some cases foul breath. Brushing your teeth every morning and night with Pepsodent Cavity Fighter gives your teeth the protection they need, leaving it with 10 times stronger teeth. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter is fortified with the fluoride and microcalcium ingredients, sealing tiny and invisible holes in your teeth. Now, this prevents cavities, keeps your teeth strong and mouth healthy. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter provides maximum cavity protection, giving you 10 times stronger teeth. 25 years of educating you to brush your teeth day and night. Though some of you don't want to listen. Pepsodent is recommended by the Ghana Dental Association. You can get Pepsodent at any shop near you. Call our customer care center now on toll-free 0800 2030. Always remember to brush your teeth in the morning and before you sleep at night. Pepsodent, every smile matters.
All right, sports and more coming up. Stay with us. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy.
Hey, you've grown into a big boy, oh. Even Momo is 15 years old.
It still feels like yesterday when we were fumbling with cash and worrying about the way money moves.
Say it again. Now I send money to my AC in the village, pay bills, save money, loan so kakra, investment kakra, at the Momo app.
Shit. How do you think I get the small coins from my bugger pack?
To celebrate 15 years of Momo, you too can win awesome prizes in the Momo at 15 Rewards promo. Just download the new My Momo app, continue to transfer and make payments, and you could be one of the 15 lucky winners of 15,000 Ghana cedis and 150 lucky winners of 1,500 Ghana cedis each. So, Ghana, keep celebrating Momo at 15. Offer runs from now till November. T's and C's apply.
MTN.
Imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. Picture your rooftop transformed into a solar sanctuary, radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more. With Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right, we are not just offering loans, we are offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So if you're ready to take control of your energy destiny and switch to solar today, give us a shout on any of the following phone lines: 050-153-5789, 050-153-5790, 0244-674154. Let's chart a course for a brighter tomorrow and make your solar dreams shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
And where do you think you're going?
To train in the garden.
With my broom?
Mom, it's a javelin.
Oh, really? And that plate?
That's not a plate, it's a discus, Mom. We are training to become winners.
Well, you know you need lots of energy to become winners. So you both better start your day with Twisco before you go anywhere. Besides its great chocolatey taste, Twisco is enriched with Enerfort, a blend of energy-boosting vitamins and minerals for little winners.
Thanks, Mom.
Got to keep my little winners in shape. Twisco, power your dreams. This advert is FDA approved.
Choboy! Yeah. We have a new leader in town. OBRNT. Amanfo. Madam was Sibebre. When him say my baby, maybe more charcoal for whiter teeth. More charcoal. Not only that, maybe lemon. More lemon. Zinc for fresher breath. More zinc. And fluoride for stronger teeth.
Introducing the new President Charcoal packed with more power with a combination of charcoal and lemon for naturally whiter teeth. Grab yours now. This advert is FDA approved.
Birthday messages on the Super Morning Show are brought to you by
MTN.
Everywhere you go. And Bank of Africa, the African bank with global reach. Bank of Africa, as strong as a group,
as close as a partner.
And this one says, happy golden jubilee to the love of my life, the beautiful woman God blessed me with and placed in my garden some 23 years ago. Emilia Efwa Elegba, you're still as beautiful as the day I met you. I'm so grateful for you, for our love, our family, and all the blessings God has given us because of sharing life with you. As you celebrate this great milestone, may all the lines fall unto you in pleasant places, and may you continue to age gracefully. Happy birthday with all my love from your husband, Nana Mro Elegba.
Hey,
HR.
Papa. I didn't
HR.
know that the words were there like
Romantic,
that.
HR.
We're not sure where it was going.
Okay. Then it continues.
Reverend HR.
Reverend HR.
Oh, powerful.
Happy birthday to Papa Kuju Elegba of University of Ghana, level 300. We wish you every happiness on your birthday and pray that God Almighty will give you more life and bless the years ahead of you. Enjoy your special day. Much love from your parents and siblings. Okay, nice. Let's get into the sports center then.
Which is brought to you by
MTN. Everywhere you go.
Standard Chartered Bank,
here for good.
And Twisco food drink. Twisco,
power your dream.
Not forgetting that if it's football you want, DSTV has it all. DSTV, your home of entertainment.
So, folks, imagine a world where your home or business is powered by the sun's boundless energy. I mean, picture your rooftop transform into a solar sanctuary radiating with eco-friendly vibes and city-saving brilliance. Well, dream no more, because with Standard Chartered's renewable energy loans, you can turn this dream into a dazzling reality. And guess what? Our renewable energy loans come at very low rates. That's right. We're not just offering loans, we're offering the keys to your solar-powered kingdom. Say goodbye to high electricity bills and step into a new world where every watt generated is a step towards a brighter, more sustainable future. So give us a call now on 0501 535789 or 0501 535790 and then 0244 674154, and let's chat a course for brighter tomorrow and make your solar dream shine brighter than ever before. Standard Chartered, here for good.
Hello, Ghana. There's an exciting new chocolate beverage out there that you should know about. Now, from the producers of Cowbell, permit me to introduce you to Twisco, a chocolate full drink with a blend of premium cocoa powder. This is enriched with Enafort. It's a combination of energy-boosting minerals and vitamins, which includes the B vitamins, C, D, iron, and many more. Twisco is available in 20 grams and can be found at your nearest neighborhood store in a delightful red sachet for only 1 Ghana cedi 80 pesos. To enjoy all the goodness packed in a sachet, empty content into a mug. You just have to mix with 180 milliliters of previously boiled water. You can add milk and you stir. Start your day with a cup of the great tasting Twisco and power your dream. This advert is FDA approved.
Now, it's been an awesome journey with Momo from MTN. 15 years of ease, safety, and convenience. This is definitely worth celebrating, and that's why with the Momo at 15 rewards are here with amazing cash prizes to say thank you. Send money to an MTN Momo user or make payments to an MTN Momo merchant at no cost whatsoever, only on MTN. So go on, download My Momo or the App Store or Play Store to enjoy this. Just Momo it everywhere you go. Terms and conditions apply. Aju?
Here for the Joy Sports Center, my name is Victor Achutamaklu. Quite a bit to unpack, from transfers to caution statements to the government of Ghana. Where do we begin? No else to start than with the National Sports Authority, whose chairman is Seth Panum. He's given assurances that the playing surface at the Babaya Sports Stadium will be ready in a few days. The grass on the surface was completely destroyed after the facility was rented out for social events last month. That facility will host Ghana's AFCON 2025 qualifier against Angola on the 5th of September. The NSA board chair says it will be 200% ready in a few days.
I had to review their recovery plan, and I think they are right on track. I had an update yesterday and this morning from Marseille, and I think all hands are on desk to meet the deadline. I think in a few days' time, the pitch should be in 200% perfect condition, for the game. As for the floodlight, media boxes, and all those things has been sorted. As of yesterday, Calvin, the contractor, was also at the site, to put some finishing to the media center, the press center. It's one point that CAF don't compromise on. Well, that is what you showcase to the world and to their media, their TV rights holders.
Sepan was speaking to the GBC last night. The Black Stars will be taking on Angola in the first AFCON 2025 qualifier at the Babara Sports Stadium on the 5th of September. Let's talk about the Black Princesses next. They played a goalless draw against Mexico in the Under-20, or as they prepared for the Under-20 FIFA Women's World Cup. Both sides looked motivated in the opening stage, with Mexico creating an early chance after just 9 minutes, but Afi Amenyaku cleared the ball out for a corner kick. Ghana had their chances that fell to Stella Nyameche and Salamatu Abdullahi, but they, like Mexico, were also unable to put their chances away. Remember, the Black Princesses will begin their campaign on the 2nd of September when they take on Austria before subsequent Group E matches versus Japan and New Zealand. Let's get back into the men's game, because a former communications director of the Ghana Football Association, Ibrahim Sanidara, has issued a warning to the government urging immediate support for Ghanaian football clubs to prevent the collapse of the domestic leagues in the country. He was speaking on Prime Take with Muftau Abdullahi.
All the teams in Ghana today are owned by individuals. It is individuals that are funding, are paying for the kids of people, of Ghanaian youth, to become who they are. The state must support them. It must not be a one-man effort. So I think that not only should government change its strategy, it must have a strategy for this. Otherwise, our domestic leagues will die and it will be on their heads.
Well, that episode of Prime Take will air on the Joy News channel. This is currently airing, but you can also find it on YouTube. He was speaking to my colleague Muftar Nabila Abdullah. Let's talk about continental football. And on the very clubs that Ibrahim Sanindara was talking about, one of them is Instructraman United. They are currently in Cameroon, where they will take on Chad's Elect Sports in the reverse fixture of the preliminary round CAF Confederation Cup. They won the first leg by 3-0 and will be hoping that on Sunday they will be able to protect their advantage. Here's defender Isaka Mohammed looking ahead to the game.
I think we are going there with a different strategy. We are not going to play the same like the way we play at home. We are going there with different style to defend or to even score more goals over there. We are confident that maybe the second leg, I'm sure that we are going to win over there too.
So that's Isaka Mohammed speaking there. The Ghanaian champions, Samatex 96, are also back in the country. They'll be in action on Sunday when they take on Victory United from Cameroon. Remember, they won the first leg of that preliminary round CAF Champions League tie by 1-0 and need to protect that advantage to progress. We wish them the best of luck even as they attempt to qualify to the next round. Let's talk some transfers now, because Black Star striker Jordan Ayew is on the verge of moving from Crystal Palace to Leicester City, where he will team up with Abdul Fattah Issahaku. He is a medical away from signing a contract with the Foxes, having agreed an £8 million transfer, or the two teams having agreed an £8 million transfer. An initial offer of $4 million was made on Tuesday, but Crystal Palace were able to hold out for that fee to be doubled. Jordan turns 33 years of age next month, and he's been a mainstay at Palace, where he's featured in over 200 games for them. Speaking of transfers, one player who's already settled in at his new club is Conor Gallagher. His transfer was confirmed 2 days ago, and in his first words to the Atletico Madrid press, he says former England international, his England teammate Kieran Trippier, played an instrumental role in convincing him to leave Chelsea for Atletico.
It's the first time here, and it's just massive, and it fills me with even more excitement to get out there and play. I try and do a little bit of everything on the pitch. I always work as hard as possible. I leave everything out there on the pitch, try and create chances and score goals, and I help the team as much as I can defensively as well. So, like I said, I try and do a little bit of everything. Firstly, Kieran is a top player and an even better person. I spoke to him a lot about the club and what his thoughts are, and he only had good things to say. He said how amazing the club is, the fans, the city, and yeah, it kind of really helped me with my decision.
So that was Conor Gallagher speaking at Atletico Madrid. Well, speaking of Gallagher, his former teammates yesterday were in action. They beat Swiss side Servette by 2-0. Christopher Nkuku, he scored from the penalty spot immediately after restart, and then they secured the 2-goal advantage. But before that game, the manager had to answer questions about the size of the squad, and he clarified that he's only training 21 of the players, and that the situation is not as messy as it appears from outside.
Training apart, and in USA we are 26 or 27 players, so it's not if they are Chelsea player 42, 43, yes, for sure, but they are not working with me every day. I don't see them, so it's not a mess like looks from outside. Absolutely not. We have a big squad, and for me it's impossible to give all of them minutes. So some of them, if they are looking for minutes, probably it's better to leave, and in case they don't leave, they have a contract here and they are Chelsea player.
That's simple, according to Enzo Maresca. Meanwhile, in North London, Arsenal have agreed a deal in principle worth up to £32.6 million to sign Spain midfielder Mikel Merino from Real Sociedad. The fee for the 28-year-old, who has less than a year remaining on his contract at the La Liga side, is an initial £28.4 million plus £4.2 million in add-ons. He was part of the Spain team that won the European Championships and has been in the Premier League before when he joined Newcastle from Borussia Dortmund a couple of seasons earlier. We're going to end it with some tennis news, and Emma Raducanu will face fellow Grand Slam winner Sophia Kenin in the Britain's first US Open appearance for 2 years. She memorably triumphed at the US Open as a teenage qualifier in 2021, becoming the first British woman for 44 years to win a major single. She faces a potentially tricky task against American Kenin, who won the Australian Open in 2020 and reached the French Open final in the same year. In the men's draw, Jack Draper faces China's Zhang Zhingen, with Carlos Alcaraz potentially awaiting in the third round. Dan Evans, the only other British man to gain direct entry into the main draw, also faces 23rd seed Karen Kakhanov of Russia. Jan Konski also reached the main draw for the first time with a hard-fought 6-lap 6-7 win over American Maxime Cressy. Ending the Joy Sports Center.
Thank you very much, Victor Chutamakulu, for joining us with the latest in the world of sports. But let's get interactive this morning here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Social media messages on the Super Morning Show brought to us by EcoBank, A Better Way, A Better Africa, and Malatu. From Ernest Chemist, Malatu, power over malaria. So, every day people face different emergencies: police emergency, fire emergency, medical emergency. You name them, but many Ghanaians don't know the emergency numbers. Well, that's one you would always want to remember, and that's *770#. Yes, *770# is the new EcoBank Money Emergency number, and *770# gives you instant access to loans, fund transfers, utility bill payments, airtime and data purchases, and so much more. You don't need internet for this service. Just dial *770#. No need to panic in any money emergency situation, because EcoBank will always come to your rescue. Dial *770# now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. And this morning we're asking a very simple question, okay? So, must you get everything before you decide to settle down in life? Or you believe that, okay, just go ahead, start, and then eventually you'd make money? Or you believe that romance without finance is nuisance? Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
EcoBank Mobile, they make me say, oh yeah. EcoBank Mobile, they make me crazy. Download it and use it. It gon' make your life so easy, yeah. Oh yeah. Download it. You go enjoy it. Hit my Brahmin check. Hit my Brahmin check. Come make a download them for you. Cause you can pay bills, you can buy credit, you can pay school fees, even chest tights with the Apple. EcoBank Apple.
Life is easy with the EcoBank mobile app. You can pay your bills, transfer to and from mobile wallet, virtual card creation, transfer to other banks, express account opening, scan and pay, express cash, all at your fingertips with the EcoBank mobile app. You know, it's 5-star life with EcoBank. Kim promise.
When shopping for a dress, you say,
of course, a low burst line, a little tight by the hips, covered sleeves, off shoulder, definitely.
But when buying anti-malarial drug, you say,
is it not malaria? Give me whatever is available.
Choose your malaria drugs the same way you choose your dress. Always ask for Coartem. It's also available in cherry-flavored dispersible tablets for children. Don't gamble with malaria. Choose right. Choose Coartem. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Malaria testing should be done before treatment. This advert is FDA approved.
Right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us this morning on the Super Morning Show and on Big Stories, brought to us by Telecel, connecting Energy's latest from your partner for life, and Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa. We're having a conversation about marriage. We're asking that simple question because Pastor Mensa Otabil says, look, if you've met the love of your life, marry. Don't just think about all the great things, the gown, the cake. Do you agree? Or is, once in a lifetime situation, and it must be done with all the pomp and pageantry. Well, are you ready to be the next millionaire in town? The Telecel More Money promo is getting exciting. Join the lucky winners to win 30,000 in the weekly draws, no matter where you are in the country. So what are you waiting for? 1 million Ghana Cedis grand prize is up for grabs, and it could be you. Simply reload your mobile using your Telecel cash wallet and be part of the daily and weekly draws where you could win up to 30,000 cedis every week. Okay, so purchase data or airtime using your Telecel cash wallet and double your chances. Making payments onto your fixed broadband also gives you a chance to be the next millionaire. And the more you reload, the better your chances of winning in the Telecel More Money promo. To opt in for free, just dial *500# or send WIN to 500 or visit the Telecel Play app. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Carters Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Telecel, connecting energies. But picture this, you're lying in bed after a long day seeking comfort and luxury, but instead you're met with a mattress that sags beneath you. A reminder of shortcuts and compromises. You know your comfort and well-being shouldn't have been compromised in the first place. That's why we at Latest Foam prioritize quality above all else. Step into our showrooms and experience the difference for yourself. Our high-quality mattresses and furniture are crafted with your ultimate relaxation in mind. Picture yourself waking up refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to take on the day. That's the Latest Foam promise. Invest in your well-being. Choose Latest Foam, otherwise you do yourself. Latest Foam, your partner for life. Visit us today and sleep better tonight. Call us on 0302-2311-55262 or 0322-008499 or visit us online, latestfoamghana.com. And it's now time for the Joy Business Minute, brought to us by Consolidated Bank Ghana. CBG, we stand with you. Anointed electricals, the generator experts, and build-free solar hybrid air conditioners. Superior cooling with low energy.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you. Anointed electricals, the generator experts, and build-free solar hybrid air conditioners. Superior cooling with lower energy. The National Petroleum Authority has hinted it will withdraw the licenses of more oil marketing companies for non-compliance with industry regulations after 13 firms were kicked out. The Development Bank Ghana has revealed that it is working to use long-term funds from its partners to significantly reduce interest rates. Accra will become the 15th biggest city in Africa by 2035. That's according to the Economist Intelligence Unit. And the second largest diamond ever found, a rough 2,492 carat stone, has been unearthed in Botswana at a mine owned by Canadian firm Lucara Diamond. And last, the Joy Business Minute, brought to you by Consolidated Bank Ghana. We stand with you. Anointed electricals, the generator experts, and build-free solar hybrid air conditioners. Superior cooling with lower energy.
And receiving money from family and friends abroad should never be complicated. CBG Money Transfer Services provides a reliable, fast, and convenient way to receive funds from abroad. Visit any of CBG's 114 branches nationwide to receive your Western Union, MoneyGram, RIA, Unity Link transfers, PayAngel, and Ezramit money transfers. Our dedicated money transfer centers at our Nima, Kaswa Main, Medina Market, Apenkwa, and Spinters, that's Basket branches, have extended service hours, closing to the public at 5 p.m. on weekdays and 2 p.m. on Saturdays. To ensure a smooth experience, simply present a valid Ghana card and money transfer reference number. For further inquiries, contact us on 0302-216-000. Email us at talktous@cbg.com.gh or visit any of our social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you. So Anointed Engineering Services Limited is into the sales of ultra-silent and fuel-efficient diesel generators with sizes ranging from 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA at competitive prices. For every generator you acquire, you will enjoy a 5-year warranty. We also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel generators. And our services include, but not limited to the following: 24-hour emergency services, sale of genuine spare parts, reliable rental services, professional advice and sales of tar lights and rental. Locate our latest branches in Bibiani, Petroji opposite the Bethel School Junction on the main Bibiani-Kumasi Highway, Techiman X-Oil Filling Station on the main Techiman-Kumasi Highway, and locate our head office at number 77 Anointed House on the main Odoko-Malam Highway near the Odoko traffic light. We also have 18 branches nationwide, and we're into skill training. We have a training school that trains students on generators and plants, auto mechanics, electricals and controls, and solar installation. We offer 80% hands-on training and 20% theory. Contact us on our hotline 0243 480 334 or 0243 690295. Anointed, the generator experts. So when we return after these messages, our friends from the Ghana Revenue Authority will be joining us. We're having a conversation on taxes. We're educating you about taxes right here on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Auntie T, I beg, fix me go betete Ghana. No gari, no oil, no plantain, just beans then eggs.
Hey, brah, that be dangerous combination, no?
Problem no day. I feel handle am.
For Telecel, with the Bob say everybody gets what they like. That be why Made For Me bundles day. Based on your usage, if you get your own data and call packages, falla! Made For Me bundles like the way you want them. That *530#, then buy Made For Me bundles today.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Are you hoping to start university this October? If you want a British degree from a world-class university at a fraction of the cost, then join Lancaster University Ghana in Accra. With a diverse student community, vibrant campus life, and up to 50% scholarship to support your study, Lancaster University Ghana provides you with a world-class education that creates endless possibilities globally. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Apply to join Lancaster University Ghana, where learners become leaders. Admissions are currently open for our 2024 intakes. Apply now for our foundation and undergraduate programs. For more information, contact us at +233 030 221 8989 or send an email to admissions@lancaster.edu.gh. Lancaster University Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa.
Calling all shoppers. This month at Oka Decor, we have an offer that you simply cannot resist. That's right, enjoy an irresistible 20% off a huge variety of stylish and modern furniture. But wait, there's more. Stay tuned every week for more irresistible and exclusive deals and save big. Visit Oka Decor on Spintex Road to enjoy our irresistible offers.
A bank that supports you. A bank that cares for you. Hand in hand, we stand with you. So lift your head up, big dreams are waiting. We'll walk with you wherever you go. Where all your dreams come alive, CBG will make you smile. Your business will flourish, your name will stand out. Consolidated Bank, CBG, we stand with you.
Hey, Cashman.
Yeah.
Don't you know Nana has assembled all of us and you are here making calls?
My generator is spoiled too. So I'm calling a renowned Ghanaian company with an excellent track record in the sales and repairs of generator sets in Accra to come and repair for me.
Oh, is it Anointed Electricals?
Yeah.
Anointed Electricals deals in quality and genuine generators with high fuel efficiency. We also rent generators.
They sell quality generators from 10 kVA to 2,500 kVA. They have spare parts of other generators and can repair every faulty generator set even if you didn't buy from them.
Look, now we don't have any electrical problem in Accra.
Oh, how?
Because Anointed Electricals is right here at East Legon, Lagos Avenue, opposite Tomrick Hotel.
And that's why Nana is calling us.
Okay.
Yes.
If you want to buy a brand new generator or repair the old one, visit Anointed Electricals. Or if you are within Accra, call our hotline 0246 423 534
or call 0243 480 334. They have qualified and dedicated men on 24-hour after-sales service.
Then let's go and listen to Nana. Let's go.
Gosh, after giving you the hint, won't you give me anything?
Anointed, the generator experts.
I get my party on.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.
I told you earlier we're having education on tax education month because the Ghana Revenue Authority has declared July and August 2024 as tax education month, which is aimed at eliciting feedback on tax processes from key stakeholders while also sharing information on their processes and procedures. And this morning, Dominic Knapp is Assistant Commissioner Policy and Program Department, Domestic Tax Revenue Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority, and he's joined us in studio. Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, and thank you very much.
I hope you're doing very well.
To God be the glory.
They say we are both wearing Bataka.
I tell you.
It's as if we planned it for today.
Exactly.
Anyway. So, let's talk a bit about the tax education month before we get into why it's important for people to pay taxes. Tell us a bit about the tax education month.
Yeah, so Ghana Revenue Authority attaches importance to our taxpayers and their concerns. So what we have done is that every year we dedicate July, August to actually elicit feedback, from them. And for us, it is just like stock taking. Let's see what we have done wrong. Let's see what we have done right. And how can we improve upon it? If you look at the innovations that we have done over the years, it is as a result of this feedback from our clients or our taxpayers, as it were. And also trying to just look at best practices and how we can actually create convenience for our taxpayers. Remember, paying taxes is just not easy. So you need to create the enabling environment for taxpayers to want to pay taxes.
Now, talking about paying taxes not easy, let's look at why Ghanaians must pay taxes. Because when you talk to Ghanaians, they ask, why must I pay? I've made my own money. So why? Why do I need to go and pay a percentage to the state?
Okay, thank you very much. I call tax payment as a pooling system where we all contribute. Is that okay? And all benefit. That is how it is. You can never actually be able to build a nation if we don't actually pay our taxes. So tax payments are critical because we need to actually raise money. Government does not do business. So all that government does is just to rely on taxes that we pay and be able to put them together and transact business on our behalf. Now, if you look at why we must pay taxes, I would categorize them into three. One, allocation, distribution, and stability. What is allocation? Government, wants to raise money to be able to execute its projects. And one that we can't relate to has to do with school feeding. Is that okay? Very, very important. If even you think that tax payment is nothing, just think about your security. Think about the fact that you walk around freely. You can send your child into town. He will go and come back freely without any problem. That alone is important. That is the allocation. So we allocate to defense. We can talk about national security. You can talk about internal security, peace and order, peace and law. Is that okay? We can talk about education, health, and so on and so forth. Government is able to do that because of our taxes. Number two, distribution. And distribution, we are looking at the fact that there are some people who are whose income is very high. They have a big purchasing power. So government would actually take much from them, little from those with little purchasing power, put it together for our common good. So when you Winston like this, you take so much salary. So we take so much from you and take little from me because my salary is small.
Okay,
put it together.
That's the opposite.
Then the third one has to do with stability. Government intends to actually stabilize the economy, create full employment. Is that okay? It's the taxes that will be used to do that. So these are, if you like, three important areas that we should think about anytime we are paying taxes.
So if I get you, you're suggesting that as a people, because government really doesn't do business, and we are the ones who do business, we earn, and we are the ones with needs as a society. It's important we all contribute so we can use those funds to address the very concerns that we have.
Exactly the case.
Okay.
Exactly the case.
So then how do these taxes contribute to national development?
They are raised and put into the society, back into the society. You and I are, let's even talk about the business community. You are doing business because the environment is stable. You are doing business because there's no problem. So it gives you opportunity to actually concentrate and do your work well. Is that okay? So once government is able to stabilize the economy, is that okay? Creates employment. Then we are at peace. You are also at peace. Are you getting it? As a businessman, to do your work. As an employee, you are happy because if you are on the government payroll, you are paid by government. If you are not on the government payroll, your employer is at peace to generate income and to pay you. You get it? So all these are geared towards national development. Is that okay? Improving our economic well-being, making us happy, and want to actually belong to the country.
Okay. Now that we've settled on, why it's important for all of us to pay taxes, let's look at the primary obligations of a taxpayer in Ghana, and how can individuals ensure that they are meeting these, obligations or responsibilities?
Okay, let me just take you back a little. You see, when it comes to, we basically have two types of taxes. We have the activity tax, that is taxes coming out from our income. Then we have what we call transaction or event taxes. These are the indirect taxes. Is that okay? Now, when it comes to the direct taxes, is that okay? Once you earn income, you are required to pay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
And you are paying based on the income size that you have. There are some who do not pay because their income levels are very low, so you will not pay. When it comes to the indirect taxes, those ones are VAT and then the imports.
Yeah.
Are you getting it? That, we all pay when we import anything into the country. So that one, there's no discrimination. Is that okay? But this one, there's deliberate discrimination. I'm talking about the direct taxes because of the fact that persons who earn higher income, end up paying, higher taxes than those who earn lower income.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So, for let's say for me, I pay my taxes are deducted at source and paid because of the formal system. But for that person who's selling in the market, what's his obligation? Because he says,
let me address the issue about the obligation. Yeah, so the first thing is that you must register with the Ghana Revenue Authority. And the registration, we are looking at it from two angles. One, you register for what they call tax types. And tax type registration, we have a lot of tax handles. We have pay as you earn for your for employees. We have withholding taxes. We have corporate taxes for companies. Then we have personal income taxes. Is that okay? So all these ones, you have to register with Ghana Revenue Authority. When we interview you, then we know where you belong and then tick those boxes. Is that okay? Then we expect that you would be able to actually file your returns based on all those things.
Okay.
Then the other one has to do with TIN, that is taxpayer identification number. Is that okay? Now, in the case of persons who are self-employed or employees, they use their Ghana card. So that is what it is. But if it is a corporate entity, then you have to register for the taxpayer identification number. Then when that is done, we expect you to file. The filing of your tax returns is actually an activity that tells us what you have been doing over the period. If it is monthly return that you have to file, then you are giving us an account of your monthly activity. If it is quarterly, it is yearly, that is what it is. Is that okay? Then the third one is that we expect you to pay your taxes. Is that okay? But it doesn't mean that if you are not liable, you should pay. If you are liable, you are supposed to pay your taxes. Then we expect the last one, which is very critical, and the Constitution, Article 41G, talks about it. And that has to do with disclosing your income honestly. That is critical. Because the point is that, yes, you may be paying your taxes, but are you paying the right taxes? Is that okay? So that's why we dedicate this July, August, to actually educate people to appreciate the fact that it is just not the question of paying your taxes, but are you paying the right taxes? And when you file your tax returns, we are able to determine that appropriately.
Great. So talking about filing tax, and tell us why it's important, as in the benefits of filing your taxes and the consequences if you fail to do so, particularly on time.
Yeah. Okay, so the reasons why we expect you to file your tax returns is for your own benefit as a taxpayer. We have some reliefs. Is that okay? If we say reliefs, we are talking about some incentives when it comes to filing. For example, if you are married, the law makes a provision of 1,200 for a person who is married. If you have a child in school, in Ghana, you have 600 per a child, limited to 3 children. If you are disabled, because of the difficulty in going about your business, or in if you are in employment, then you have 25% of your accessible income, either from employment or business, as a relief. If you have aged relations, that is parents or persons that you take care of, who are 60 years and above, then you have 1,000 per relation. So if there are two, that is times two, that is 2,000. Then we also have situations where certain persons are 60 years and above and they are still in employment or in business. They have 1,500 as a relief. That apart, when you submit your tax returns, then we are able to determine realistically how much your tax liability should be or how much refund. Because in some cases, I can tell you without any fear of contradiction, that GRA refunds, taxpayers who overpay their taxes. Is that okay? Then, again, we have persons who also buy depreciable assets and deploy them into their business. You have a vehicle that you are using for your business, you have a building, and so on and so forth. So we expect that you are given what we call capital allowance. The accountants will say depreciation.
Yeah.
But the taxman will say capital allowance because it's a law that has defined it, and then it is actually given a certain, prescription. So all those ones will go along with to reduce the taxes that you are supposed to pay. So it is it is in the interest of taxpayers to file their tax returns. One, for GRA to determine realistically how much they're supposed to pay, and also to derive these benefits that I have enumerated.
And so if you fail to file on time, what happens?
If you fail to file on time, we want to encourage every person to file and pay, timely. In the case of withholding taxes, it is paid by 15th of the month following the month in which it's released. Then if it is the year that you are filing your tax returns, not later than 4 months after the end of your business period. If your business period is January to December, we expect that by April 30th you should file. If you don't file, there are some consequences. And in fact, reluctantly, I don't want to talk about it because we don't even want to get there.
Exactly.
I get it, yes. But if you fail to file, there are some sanctions. Is that okay? 500 Ghana plus 10 Ghana cedis of each day the default continues.
But you have between January and April. You should be able to file.
That is the case. And that is why this education is very, very important. To just plead that let's file our tax returns. Is that okay? In GRA, we are told the Commissioner General will issue a memo to all staff. Please file, because you are the vanguard of tax administration.
Yeah.
So make sure you file. If you don't file, there's always a threat. Your salary will be withheld. So everybody, including the messenger, the laborer, they all file. Is that okay? So as for GRA, there's nobody in GRA who will not file. Is that okay? But we are encouraging that it is actually lawful that we file our tax returns. Let's do that to support the system.
Great. So, you talked about, for you in GRA, and you have to come, you have to file, you have to deal with GRA. For many persons, that's where the problem begins, dealing with GRA. What rights do the taxpayers have when dealing with the Ghana Revenue Authority? Yes,
so the rights taxpayers have are not rights that is bestowed by GRA. It is by law. Is that okay? We are supposed to deal with them with some amount of courtesy. A taxpayer is not a beggar. In fact, a taxpayer is actually contributing significantly to socio-economic development and should be treated with the highest respect. In fact, we give them red carpet when they come to our offices. KTC. Right to confidentiality. Any information about the taxpayer, I don't have any right to share it with any other person. Except that if the law has actually prescribed how it can be done. Is that okay? Then a right to actually appeal against a tax decision by the Commissioner General that you think is not right. Is that okay? We call it objection. You object. So, for example, you are conducting your business, and if you look at the rendition of the law, taxpayers are supposed to be on self-assessment. They will determine how much they are supposed to pay based on their business activity. Now, if they file the tax returns, GRA has a right to also subject it to some macroscopic scrutiny. When that is done, there may be some disagreements. So, Commissioner General would raise an assessment. When that is done, you would object that you don't think that is right. Is that okay? So that right is actually a right that cannot be taken away from the taxpayer. So they can object and say that I don't agree. Then Commissioner General is now duty bound to go into it and see whether the taxpayer is right or wrong. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you told us some of that reliefs, but tell us more about the reliefs and allowable deductions for individual taxpayers and how they can apply for these benefits.
Okay. So usually we say that income that is subject to tax is what we call the chargeable income. So we have our assessable income, that is income from employment, business, and investment. Then we have our chargeable income, that is after the deductions have been taken away. Now, what are those deductions? We are looking at deductions that are germane to the generation of the income. The deduction that really have given rise to the income. For example, I have staff that I pay as an employer. I have the right to deduct because they are contributing to that income. The building that I have put up, I'm paying rent. Without that, I will not be able to generate that income. So it will be taken away. I do advertisement to enhance my saleability or whatever I'm selling. The law says that I can take it as a allowable deduction. Is that okay? Any cost that you incur, which is actually wholly, exclusively, and necessarily incurred, which is relevant to the business operation, you deduct. We are not saying that your private, activities bring that into the business. It must be business related. It must have a purpose, and that purpose must have something to do with the business. It will be allowed.
Okay. Great. But then how can businesses ensure voluntary compliance with tax payment, and what are the modes of payment available to them?
When it comes to voluntary compliance, we are talking about taxpayers on their own paying taxes without any, compulsion from GRA. Now, it is actually mutual. That is how I look at it. GRA or the law creates some enabling environment. Then the taxpayer must also consciously do that. Is that okay? What have we done? This tax education is one. Is that okay? So constantly, we are able to actually provide tax education to our taxpayers. So that will lead to voluntary tax compliance. Are you getting it? Then we also go to do audit. Once you have been audited, is that okay? Next time, the infractions or the aberrations that have been established in your business, you make sure that they are corrected going forward. So, and also, intermittently, we are in the new media. And you can see that GRA is more visible than in the past.
Yeah.
Is that okay? It is just geared towards voluntary compliance. So if you comply, we expect that if it is withholding taxes, pay by the 15th. Is that okay? If it is your employees that you have taken monies from, is that okay? It is not your money. Come and pay. If it is VAT, value added tax that you have collected on behalf of Ghana government from consumers, we expect you to pay on or before the last working day of the month following. Is that okay? So these are things, when you do, then we say that you are complying voluntarily. Is that okay? And again, we have also created some convenience when it comes to tax payment. And that is to say, one, you can pay via Momo. In time past, it wasn't so. Is that okay? Now you can take your phone and make a payment. That for me is very, very, progressive. You can pay through the Ghana.com, platform, and so on and so forth. So we have made it very easy for taxpayers to be able to access, GRA via some of these options.
Great. So how then does GRA, deal with disputes or appeals from taxpayers who may disagree with the assessments?
Yeah, so you realize that I even alluded to that earlier. You see, the point is that Community has the right to make what we call tax decision. Tax decision can come about as a result of an assessment, on you. Now, because of the self-assessment regime, you, the taxpayer, you are making your self-assessment. He also thinks otherwise. Maybe he has some information that you don't have. So he will raise an assessment on you, call the tax decision. You can object, but you have within 30 days to do so upon receipt of the tax decision. Is that okay? Unless maybe for some reasons you are out of the country, you are not well, or some other reasons, then you can do so after the 30 days. Otherwise, you're supposed to do that within 30 days. Now, when you do that, there are two types of taxes we are looking at here. We have the direct taxes or taxes collected by customs and the division of the Ghana Revenue Authority. Then we have the domestic tax revenue division. The taxes collected by the domestic tax revenue division, the law says that if there are some tax types that you have some problems with, is that okay? Pay 30% before even the Commissioner General will determine the objection. But if it is a tax type or a tax handle that you don't have a problem with, pay that one. Is that okay? When it comes to taxes administered by customs, the law says that pay before even your objection can be determined. Remember, the objection must be done in writing, and you must state clearly the grounds for the objection.
But if I have an objection, why do I pay before I state my objection?
Yeah, so the law says that the payment that you are making, the commercial has a right to waive, to vary, or to suspend. Is that okay? But in doing so, he has to look at what we call the integrity of the tax system and the need to raise adequate resources or adequate revenue. He has to balance this. Is that okay? So those options are for the Commissioner General to determine.
Okay.
Vary, suspend, or waive.
Great. This morning we're joined by Dominic Knapp, who's Assistant Commissioner Policy and Program Department at the Domestic Tax Revenue Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority. We're having a conversation about tax education. So let's wrap it all up. I mean, for that person listening to us, why is it important that he pays taxes and does so promptly?
Yeah, so taxes are the prices that we all must pay to live in a civilized society. It is what gives us peace that we walk around and conduct our businesses. It is what actually is able to secure free education for us. It is what is able to actually pay the security personnel to be able to provide us security as we walk around. It is that is supposed to actually help us fix our roots. It is that is supposed to actually create the enabling environment for us to do business. Is that okay? Without any fear of this. And I want to also say that every Ghanaian wants the development of this country.
Sure.
That is something that we cannot dispute about. That's a fact. And GRA is part of this, game. And we are saying that GRA is a partner in national development. We are not out to harass taxpayers. We are out to actually ensure that we all do our bidding. Is that okay? To promote, Ghana's economic developmental agenda.
Dominic Knapp, thank you very, very much for joining us this morning. Dominic Knapp is Assistant Commissioner Policy and Program Department, Domestic Tax Revenue Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hi. Did you know that your general health can affect your oral health? Welcome to another episode of Time with the Dentist. My name is Dr. Gwendolyn Amakwe Baiche, and this is proudly sponsored by Pepsodent in partnership with Ghana Dental Association. Certain conditions related to our general health can have erosive effect on our teeth, and I'd like to draw your attention to some of these conditions. But before that, you should know that the stomach is a part of the body where there is high production of acid to aid in digestion. Acid has the ability to remove some of the minerals of our teeth, like calcium, in a process known as demineralization. So any condition that will cause the stomach contents to move into the mouth will cause acid to come into contact with our teeth. The first condition I'd like to talk about is GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, also known as acid reflux. This digestive disease occurs when the acid content of the stomach flows up the esophagus or windpipe and into the mouth at regular intervals, worse after eating or when lying down. So you may feel heartburn or pain in the chest. Conditions that cause frequent vomiting, like pregnancy at certain trimesters, as well as bulimia, where one forces themselves to vomit after binge eating, can cause the acid content of the stomach to come into contact with the teeth, contributing to erosion of the teeth. For those of us who take lemon juice and apple cider vinegar, it's best to do this with a straw to avoid direct contact with the teeth. With alcoholic beverages being acidic, chronic alcoholism can have erosive effect on the teeth. When the outermost layer of our teeth, enamel, is exposed to acid over a long period of time, it begins to wear down, and so you may feel sensitivity or pain with hot or cold fluids. The teeth get weak and gradually break down. You may develop cavities as well as discoloration of the teeth over time. If you experience any of these conditions I've mentioned earlier, consult a physician. Saliva keeps the tissues of our mouth moist and comfortable for eating and talking. It helps in digestion of food and also neutralizes any acidity in the mouth. There are many causes of bad breath, some of which include not brushing your teeth and flossing properly twice a day, cavities in your teeth that can pack food, gum diseases, eating spicy foods regularly, including garlic and onions, smoking, and chronic alcoholism. Erosion of your teeth can cause you to require extensive dental treatment or even lose your teeth. Visit a dentist for more advice on how to prevent your teeth from wearing away. Remember to floss and brush your teeth twice a day with a fluoride-containing toothpaste like Pepsodent. This campaign is proudly sponsored by Pepsodent in partnership with Ghana Dental Association.
Coffee in your cup and joy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best bet on Joy 99.7 FM.
Dearly beloved, one stand by for the following bombshell. The Omanhin of Ogwa traditional area, Osaberema Dr. Kwesata II, Ogwa Omanhima Nana Ikua Abochi VI, and the Ogwa Traditional Council was a delight and pride to invite Amanfunyinara to the 60th Ogwa Fetu Afashe Festival. Nyaminchaze, them landmark celebration coincide with the 25th anniversary of Osaberema coronation. Inti Wake a double celebration. Nanchawara Yahweh de Fetu Afasheti, or you're not just the biggest festival in Ghana, or Sanso was the second biggest carnival in the world. Onuntina, the whole world redescend upon Cape Coast for an action-packed, exciting, and Niger-centric 8-day celebration from the first Cape him the 8th of September 2024. Madofo just to highlights. Theme near celebrating the city of first, our people, our future. Special guest of honor here, Otumfo Osei Tutu II. Invited guests Nsudze Bibri, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, former President John Dramani Mahama, Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin, just to mention a Nebian. Na events the men start to him. Homecoming Carnival, Akom Night, Bakatay Regatta, Food Fair, Youth Colloquium, Orange Friday, Ghana Music Festival, and Sana Traditional Deba Nankasa. Yabosia him for him. They are celebrating and 7 spectacular Asafo companies through the streets of Way. Information in area available online. Inti Kanaka Shishe, Ogwa Fetu Afashe, or social media. Now following for info and updates. Aye. Munia, them menu of merrymaking, them buffet of bashment, them cornucopia of cultural conviviality is it. May allow ma on happen without you at it. May yenshia wa Cape Coast, the city of first, for the 60th Ogwa Fetu Afashe Eye. Now this year's hashtag Afashe Go Be.
Joy 99.7 FM. We're coming to you live from our studio here in Kokomlemle. And of course, you can hear us reverberating around the world through our various affiliates and platforms. We thank you so much for choosing us. Today is Friday. We've got big conversations to get through. And I hope you're staying for it all because, well, we have to figure out whether actually we are marrying on bench or we are waiting until we are called to the bench before we marry. One way or the other. You know.
That's a nice one.
Bars. Like the boys will say, bars.
So how are we figuring this thing out? Some advice from Pastor Mensa Otabil is be bold, right? You love each other, get married. I mean, why set restrictions in your way? Why give yourself some qualifying criteria that, to be honest, has nothing to do with whether or not you will be happy together.
Jojo,
right?
be bold. Be bold.
Be bold is what Pastor Mensa Otabil says.
In Buraki, I'm not sure if I can say you should be bold.
But then you see, it kind of contradicts what tends to be the general advice. Prepare yourself. Work on yourself. Develop yourself. Make something of yourself before you bring someone else into your life. Before you take someone else's responsibilities and add to yours, make sure that you are in a position to do so. You know, so the advice is different. But which one works? Which one is sound? Which one is wise? Which one works for you? Let me ask you, in your current situation with your man, your woman, with whom you have exchanged your I love yous, can you marry them today? Can you walk into a church or a court building and marry the person you claim you love today? The people are laughing in the back room. I know. I know
they should be able.
I know what their answer will be.
You get the resources, put it together.
If people eat your cake and you leave them, you can never marry what they call it. See, yes.
Why is Obeti laughing?
This is
it's as if they know some backstory.
No, Raymond is suggesting that the boys in the WhatsApp group say that if you leave a woman,
yes,
because she came to your house and ate your cake, with that kind of attitude,
no.
Lie.
No. With or without bench. Yes, you know.
This is a personal attack. Hey, I'm on for cake. Anyway, look, what you think is what matters the most. And by the way, it's Friday, so why don't you send us a voice note, okay? 055 1111 997. Tell us where you stand on this. Be bold advice from the revered Pastor Mensa Otabil. All right then, so we're getting into it in a moment, but first, are you ready to make every moment count? From the simple pleasures of treating yourself to unforgettable weekend getaways or a special surprise for someone you love, you can have the perfect companion. Stanbic cards are there for those fulfilling moments that make you go like, yes, this is it. Talk to Stanbic on 0302-815-789, on social media at Stanbic Bank GH, or just go visit stanbicbank.com.gh to learn more.
And the Kingdom Books and Station Limited's back to school promotion is here with us once again from August to September this year. Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited is giving a generous 10 to 20% discount on all school items like textbooks, pens, pencils, erasers, exercise books, and much more across all our branches in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takrady, Winneba, and Cape Coast. Parents, teachers, and students, please hurry while stock lasts. For more information, call us on 0506 487 557 or 0302 764 209, or send us an email, info@kingdomgh.com. You can also visit our website, kingdomstoreonline.com. Kingdom Books, where quality and affordability are both assured. Terms and conditions apply.
Now, the new order of retirement is here. Now, you can retire on your own terms with a guaranteed monthly income for the rest of your life. Yes, simply investing a lump sum into the Old Mutual Retirement Salary Plan today and start receiving monthly income to enjoy the perfect retirement. It is that easy. The best part is you get to enjoy salary increase, and this was 2023. 2024 was 16%. As well, call Old Mutual on 0504 534333 or visit oldmutual.com.gh or simply dial *789 *01# to request a call or brapa
ahoton kwa.
Obra waiting pa.
Oba pa. Yeah. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
All right then. So listen, if you want to spec that old car, or perhaps it's a home makeover you want, or a relaxing beach getaway, just use your ABSA card 10 times or more in a month, and you could be a lucky winner in the ABSA Change Your Story promotion. Earn extra entries by using their digital channels 5 times or more. Between now and the end of October, 5 lucky winners will take away 40,000 Ghana cedis each every month to change their stories. For more information, go to any ABSA branch today. This promotion is regulated by the National Lottery Authority on the Caritas Lottery platform. Your story matters. ABSA. Terms and conditions apply.
So this is Roverman Productions anniversary quarter, and in partnership with the National Theatre and Joy FM, it takes you to the dramatic streets in an original Ebo White play titled, I Want to Feed You. I want to feed you.
Yeah.
Last time I asked Uncle Ebo that when he's writing, Sigmund Freud says that a lot of people, when they are writing plays, they have a character who gets all the things they wanted to get in the past that they never got. In his work, Creative Writers and Daydreaming, he says, the man wanted to achieve something that he never was able to achieve in his youth. So once he starts writing, then he creates this character who achieves all the things he couldn't achieve.
So Uncle Ebo wanted to feed someone, or wanted to be fed by someone.
I was asking him whether he wanted to feed somebody, which he didn't answer.
Then in Sami Odabi's case, he wanted to do Afro.
Sami Odami of SOCS. Do you know SOCS? Sami Odami Counseling Services.
Yeah.
Well, it's the break of a new dawn. He's the most popular member of the team, Sami Odami. It's a break of a new dawn, and it comes with the craziness of the neighborhood. That one is off air. We
didn't hear. You come and do propaganda to us. We will not be conduit for you.
It says it's the break of a new dawn, and when it comes, and with it comes the craziness of the neighborhood. Auntie Peace is raining curses because her Christmas chicken is missing. Inshira is asked to stay away from Sewa, the girl he loves, and 2 men are fighting over Oboshi's new baby. Meanwhile, Sewa has a secret from her past that keeps chasing her, and the preacher knows more than they think he does. Hey, this will be interesting. I Want to Feed You shows on the 6th, 7th, 8th, 13th, 14th, and 15th of September 2024 at the National Theatre. Showtimes as follows: Fridays 7 p.m. only 1 show, Saturdays 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. 2 shows, Sundays 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 8 p.m. So that's 1, 2, 3. Roverman 1, 2, 3. Rate is only 200 Ghana cedis. Cool.
Last time I read this, somebody texted me, Kojo Sewas and secrets. I have no idea what he meant.
So buy your tickets now via Koba short code *365 *535#, or the Roverman app. Tickets for outlets will be available later. Loyalty discounts apply to our loyalty patrons and those on loyalty card. Discounts are also available for big purchases. To place orders or make inquiries, please WhatsApp 0505 546 030 or call 0505 546 010. Sponsors Koba, Gino Tomato Mix, GCB Bank, and Tilly's Tea. Communications partner M Notify and Logistic Movers. Buy your ticket now. Roverman Productions, be the difference with Kojo and Secrets.
Now, conferencing doesn't have to be the same boring routine. That's why nobody is listening to you in your conference, because the location for your next conference, it should be result-oriented and also result-centered and also relaxing. You understand? Sami Odami, you are hearing this.
Please, result-oriented or resort-oriented?
Both. Yeah. So, as Kojo has already given the indication, Aqua Safari Resort.
That's right.
Gives you the very best of both worlds. And more than that, let them take the stress out of the process. You see, so every day, let's go to conference room. Every day, let's go to conference room. That kind of behavior, people don't hear you properly.
No.
Yes.
That environment itself,
it's very stressful.
It's not relaxing.
Yes.
So, let's go to Safari Valley.
Yes.
Eco Park.
Yeah.
Let's have fun.
Brilliant.
That's what we're talking about.
Brilliant. So just call them now, 0540-110190, and watch your conferences and events effortlessly taken care of. Umpewe na pede.
Or maybe you want to just use your Stanbic Bank card to get yourself a wonderful weekend at Accra Safari. Yes, that's an option. From the simple pleasures of treating yourself to unforgettable weekend getaways or a special surprise for someone you love, you can have the perfect companion. Stanbic cards are there for those fulfilling moments that make you go, yes, this is it. Talk to Stanbic on 0302 815 789, on social media at Stanbic Bank GH, or just go visit stanbicbank.com.gh to learn more.
So, Jobaman Ghana, in collaboration with Cosmos Innovation Center and in partnership with the MasterCard Foundation and Agri Impact Limited, is organizing a career fair and employer forum. The event, dubbed Beyond the Fields, Exploring Agribusiness and Job Opportunities for the Youth, will be held alongside the Agricultural Innovation for Africa Conference, taking place on the 28th and 29th of August at the University of Professional Studies Accra Auditorium from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. The Jobaman Ghana Career Fair and Employer Forum will feature discussions on employability, skills training, CV review clinic, panel discussions, networking, and exhibitions. For job seekers, this is an opportunity for you to meet and work with top-tier employers ready to offer you the platform to hone your skills and grow in your career. For employers, enjoy brand visibility, cut your hiring costs, meet highly skilled young persons ready to make an impact in your agribusiness venture, and exhibit your service for free. Admission is free. Just visit jobaman.com.gh/career-fair-2024, call 0270176662 to sign up. This event is powered by Jobaman Ghana in collaboration with the Cosmos Innovation Center and its partners, including MasterCard Foundation and Agri Impact Limited.
Now, in an ever unpredictable life, the presence of adequate support in times of health-related uncertainties is pivotal. In light of this, Equity Health Insurance presents the ABS policy. This is aimed at providing the much-needed reassurance through Equity Health Insurance's ABS policy for a monthly sum as minimal as 15 Ghana cedis. Beneficiaries can avail themselves of up to 500 Ghana cedi financial support on any hospital admission. The Equity ABS is meticulously crafted to furnish financial assistance for the duration of hospitalization, thus enabling individuals to concentrate on recuperation without the burden of escalating medical expenses. Waste no time in securing your future with Equity Health Insurance's ABS today. Contact us at 0503-860-381 or 0539-194-619 to commence enrollment. Equity Health Insurance is always #here for you.
Let me say good morning to the CEO of Equity Health Insurance, Dr. Elton Afari.
Very well.
Dr. Elton Afari.
All right, listen, let's get into this conversation. It promises to be quite enlightening. Let's start off by listening to what Pastor Mensa Otabil actually said in that now viral sermon.
When I was married, my wife would tell you, I didn't have anything. Didn't have a bed, didn't have chair, didn't have cutlery, didn't have plate. She'll tell you. We married. The first furniture for our room was benches, discarded benches from the church. Those days we didn't used to sit on nice chairs, benches, and I improved them by painting them white. I have always been a man of improvement, of excellence. I say it's a bench, but let's apply excellence here, paint it white. And that's what we had in our sitting room, if you call that a sitting room. Benches. But we were together. We prayed together. We believed together. Then we moved from benches. If you are waiting to be rich before you marry, your head is not working. You don't want to marry, but you are sleeping together. What is reserved for marriage? You want it, but you don't want the process. Your head is hurting you. It's paining you. Be bold. Marry. Set the date. If you are afraid of veil, don't veil. If you are afraid of gown, don't gown. If you are afraid of wedding cake, don't cake. Just come to the church office. This is the woman I want. This is the man I want. Do you, I do. Go. That's how it's done. Then from there you start together in agreement, praying together, thinking together, planning together, acting together. And you would see that the battles you are fighting now become easier. One gets down, the other pulls him back. The one is down, the other pulls him back. And step by step, step by step, step by step, step by step. That's how your parents got to where they are. For all the young men and women, this message is for you. Be bold. Parents, tell your sons, be bold. Tell your daughters, be bold. You have stayed here for so long. Be bold and move out. Be bold. Life is never going to be easy at any point. But when you come into agreement and you are purposeful, you boldly do things. And you will be able to turn your life around, acquire property. 30 years from now, 40 years from now, you will see how far God has brought you.
Be nada o sawai your secrets. Maybe I sing now. Hey, so I noticed that one of our most recent brides was walking around Elikem Adansi. Urayer Adansi. So we thought we would get some real world experience from Elikem. How are you doing, Elikem?
I'm good. How are you?
We're all right. Listen, let me ask you, how long did you date before you got married?
A little over a year.
A whole year? Mm-hmm. But you loved the guy. Why didn't you just get married?
Oh, you have to be prepared. You know. Yeah.
So what kind of preparation was required?
Financial preparation. Also getting to know him better.
Okay.
You know, you're in a relationship, but you're going to get married. There has to be some alignment of values, alignment on what you're expecting.
Right.
So that we don't get in then.
I'm interested in the financial preparation. What was that for? What did you need financial preparation for? I mean, you love each other. Just marry.
But okay. You're going to live together. Previously, we were both coming from our parents' homes, right? So there was not the responsibility to have to pay bills. I don't have to wake up thinking about water bill, electricity, paying for the rubbish, something, right? But now you're going to rent a place, you're going to pay bills, food has to be on the table. So yeah, money has to come.
I see. So you can't just marry and go and live on bench like somebody did.
Like who did?
Like who did? Okay.
Don't worry then.
Anyway, look, this is real world.
Yes,
right?
But
This is real world experience.
This is the initial comment. So let's go.
There's more. Oh, tell us what you think.
Feel free.
Tell us what you think. Oh, don't wait for some later dates.
No, but yes, to your question.
Yeah. So basically, you don't just get up and marry because you're in love. You need to save. And
it goes
all of
beyond
that.
love.
Okay. But Osofutu is telling us that be bold. If you love each other, just marry. If you can't afford cake, don't buy cake. If you can't afford gown, don't buy gown. Your wedding, I saw the pictures. There was cake, there was gown. Would you have married him in a courthouse if he said, "Look, I don't have the money for wedding"?
I wouldn't have married him in a courthouse, but it's not because of money.
Okay.
I'm a pastor's kid. So it has to be in the church.
Okay, so let me change the venue.
But
would you have gone to the pastor and stood in front of him with no guests or anything and just married him if he told you that, "Look, I don't have money, we can't do wedding"?
Okay, it would have been possible, but the thing is that I'm not marrying I'm not marrying just on his money. We do not marry with just his money. So it will not have come down to just his decision. We're doing it together. Do you understand? So you are collating funds. What are we doing? Besides, when it's time to get married, it's not just about the money in your pocket. There's relationship currency.
What is that? Is that like Monopoly?
So you're coming together as family, right? So you have friends, you have people that want to see you take this big step. So already there are people that will promise you things, but you can't marry just based on their promises. And you need to understand that marriage goes beyond just the ceremony. So it's not really just about the event and who is coming and who is being fed. Besides, we can decide that we are doing an early morning event. It's a church event. So you come to church, you do it in 2 hours, you take a picture, and then you go home. It's not the jollof that will be served there. That is the best thing.
Maybe I should make it a binary choice.
Okay.
If your choice was to either A, marry there and then, no wedding, just stand in front of the priest and say your vows and get married. Or B, wait, save, have a proper wedding. Which one would you have chosen?
It would be difficult to answer straight up because there are
That's a
things
straight up
that
question.
no, but there are things that will make me make my decision, right? So there's a time in which people are usually looking to settle down. Based on that time, based on why you want to marry, who you want to marry, you make a decision.
So your expiry date would have factored in.
Expiry date.
Yeah, you're talking about the time constraints, right?
Yeah. So it would depend on that. Depending on what our plans are. Are we channeling the money into something more fruitful? For example, we don't want to rent, and we know how that's going to take a toll on the marriage. So we decide that let's just do this with a pastor and then push the money into probably a wonderful honeymoon and then the life together.
What money? The options are marry without money or wait, save money.
I don't
have
think
a big
that
wedding.
his comments about be bold and marry means that marry on zero account.
But he married and lived on bench.
That was bench. Bench is an asset.
Even before you get to the stage, Kojo, before you get to the stage where you say "I do" or when he poses the question, the first reason why you probably may have accepted him is to look at this man and say, "This guy, does he meet the criteria?"
Yeah, does he have potential?
Potential, you see, the potential is important. So before you get there, you'd have settled part of the financial matter.
In potential.
The potential is a huge word that covers a lot of things.
A lot of things.
Thank you.
I think that's my problem.
You see, the potential is not that no. The potential is that, this man, if we marry tomorrow, can he afford to make our home lively?
AKA Debbie.
When we marry, the day after marriage, in today's world, look, if they deceive you when you go and do these things, after we are done, you go home alone, the two of you will go home alone. It is the time that if you went to borrow money, they will look for you. You understand? So you must look at all of these things before you get married. So I agree with her.
Anyway, the potential conversation was started by Mami C. Thompson this morning when I asked her whether she would, just marry someone just because they are in love, whether or not the person had money. She said she will marry anyone who has potential. Anambwa.
Yes, I did.
So how do you test for potential?
So-
Is it like a blood test?
So Kojo,
Yeah.
let me say this. To add to what Elikem has said, no woman will marry a man that is not ready to take care of his responsibilities in the house, or not ready to put in efforts to ensure the marriage works. Okay.
What sort of effort are we
So-
talking about?
I'm talking about responsibilities.
So financial.
After marriage, it's not just about the honeymoon and everything good. It's about life. Marriage is about coming together as a couple and living your lives together. There are compromises, there are things, there are decisions you will take. There in the future, there are children that are going to come in. So these people that are going to come into your life, you're going to plan. And also marriage is not just also between just the two of you, it's also between the families that you're coming together with. So all these people, there's some form of expectation and responsibility on your part as a married couple to take care of. Okay.
Alright.
And as you're entering into that union, you bear in mind that you are supposed to come together as one to deal with these things. Okay, so that, and with that understanding, I'm saying this. It's not everybody who is going to come with bags or loads of money to get married. There are people who won't make their money in a day. It would take some workings to get there. And so I'm saying this, that I'm going to go into marriage with a matured mind, marrying a matured human being who is thinking of these responsibilities, having a future, in mind. The future doesn't start from 10 years from the day we get married. It starts from even before we get married, but it's something it's a work in progress.
Right.
So with somebody who has that in mind, with those responsibilities, and knows that this is what we need to do to work to get there, and we are going to do it. Yes.
Okay. So I mean, MFA Tiamwa Eli is around. So let me ask you this, MFA. So your daughter comes home with a young man, says that this is the man I love. He loves me too. He's not financially, comfortable. He's still studying or working or whatever it is that he's doing, so that in the future he may have money. But we love each other, so we want to get married so that we can face our problems together. Will you give her your blessing?
I will, and I also like the last phrase that you said, that we want to be able to work our future together. I'm a living testimony. And at the time I got married, my husband didn't have it all. This is a fresh graduate who just finished national service, out there looking for a job. And for me, the most critical was it responsible? Was it thinking about the future? Is it someone I could work with in building the future together? So if my daughter comes to me and brings such a person, the first element, love, is there, and they are ready to work together to develop their future, to make it better. Of course, why not? And that is also why we are there as parents, or I'm there as a parent to guide. They may not know it all at the beginning. And as AC said, I think it's so unrealistic to want to start a relationship with someone within your age range or a friend, and you expect the person to have it all. There are people who have it by virtue of maybe inheritance, or but how many of such people do we have? The fact that your partner or your friend doesn't have it at the time does not mean that it's going to be like that forever. Point is, has the individual shown the potential? Has the individual shown the sign that he's capable? And what are you doing also as an individual or a lady to enable that person to realize the future the person is looking towards.
Okay. For just a quick question. You say your husband, when you met him, is it when you were getting married that he was fresh from school, when you met him?
When we're getting married, he approached me, yes.
He had just finished
yes,
national
and
service.
and the proposal was that he wanted to marry.
He didn't have a job. We should
get married, yes.
You two didn't have a job.
No, for me, in my case, I was actually now going to go to school. I was now entering the university.
Okay.
And I think I was.
And so you married before you entered the university?
No. I insisted that he holds on until I completed my education. Because I wanted to develop myself as well. Okay. He has developed himself. And I didn't want to go into a mismatched relationship.
By the time you finished, he was working?
Not that by that, of course.
Oh, okay.
Because it's been a long time.
No, that's all I wanted to find out. It's okay.
I spent 4 years in the university. You don't expect him to sit.
Well, if I'm done with you, that's all I wanted to find out.
No.
So by the time you actually by the time you actually married him, he had a job.
Yes,
okay. That's all I wanted to find out.
So the point is, she agreed to marry him
at another point.
Yes.
But the marriage itself happened after he was able to afford it.
The agreement is not the issue.
All right. Well,
let's activate the phone line. You hold on.
Listen.
No, Kojo. It wasn't because at the time he was able to afford it. It was we were working towards it.
For 4 years.
From the beginning.
Yes.
4 years.
Yes.
4 more to do more.
4 more. Anyway, listen, guys. Let me open the phone lines and then we'll continue. So let me open the phone lines first. 0302 216 541 055 1111997. Let's find out if our ladies in the studio are the rule or the exception. You were saying?
Yes, I was saying that, look, MFA said something very instructive. At the time the man wasn't even working, she saw something in him to agree to have a life with him.
Yes.
And the man proved himself that after she finished school, he had something doing. So this is somebody that you see that has something in mind, has a future, and is thinking towards making it work.
Okay. All right. Listen, we have Isaac from Legon on the line. And by the way, we want to take as many calls as possible. So if you can keep your comments for about 30 seconds, we'd love that. Isaac, good morning to you.
Good morning, Reverend KY. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
And my regards to my neighbor, the ancestor.
Isaac James.
Yes, man, bro.
Shall I talk to us?
In fact, I don't know why you guys are basing more of the marriage on the wedding or the church thing. Because the real marriage is what you do with the family. So the bride price you pay with the family is the real marriage. You go to church just to bless it. So the blessing aspect is what sometimes we want to make it extravagant and it costs us much. But we should also tell parents that they shouldn't make the traditional marriage too unbearable for young guys these days. Because that is where the life starts. When they have money, they should rather invest for their future. You shouldn't let them use all their money for the marriage. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Isaac. Nice one. You kept it nice and sweet and short. Thank you. Peter T. in Sukura. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you too?
Charlie, not bad.
Yeah, Charlie.
Talk to us.
Marriage or marriage. Kojo, you know what? My understanding is that marriage is about taking risks. Yes, because the risks we take in marriage determines the success of the marriage. Because you need, because you see, you need to build trust. I mean, it's the fundamental, value of your decision. Okay, and this is between you and the woman. All is not about money. The most important thing is that be in a very good lucrative job, okay, that can cater fully for the house. Because it's about happiness that both of you bring into the home.
So have a good job.
Pardon me?
So have a good job before you get married.
Have a good job.
That doesn't sound like a risk.
Because it does not consist material things alone. Because if you think that maybe somebody's resources or finances will be the survivor of your presence in the marriage, my friend, forget about it.
Okay. Thank you, Peter T. Salifu is in Koforidia. Hello, Salifu. Good morning. Do we have Salifu on the line? Oh, we've lost Salifu, but you can call us 0302. Oh, is that you, Salifu?
Yes.
My
good
brother.
Morning, Pujo.
Good morning.
And good morning to the team.
Great. Good morning.
Please, you people should take the advice of Pastor Otabil seriously and educate the youth. Look, I got married without anything. And I took my marriage to the church for blessing when we had a mass wedding of 10. And I joined. So let's be serious. He's not saying that you shouldn't have money. But don't use your money all into the wedding. After wedding, what next? You make a family. So please, let's advise our youth. If you know you cannot do A, B, C, don't do it. Add your code according to your size. Just go tell the pastor, go and file your documents. And we, the Catholics, we have morning mass, 6:30. You go after prayers, you go and sign. The wife will go to work, and you will also go to work. That's all.
Interesting. Thank you, Salifu. Who agrees? Who disagrees? Let's hear from you. Emmanuel is in Taifa. Hello, Emmanuel.
Yeah. Hi. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
So, if you want to take it from what exactly Pastor Otabil says, and we want to use it to analyze the situation, then there are basic things that we have to look out for. Number one, no matter how wealthy your man or your partner looks, if that person lives in with the parents in their house, it's a no-no. Hey. So Otabil actually didn't say that he was living with his parents. He said the first furniture is a bench, which means that he has his own place. So no matter what, even if it is a container or a wooden structure, it is your own place. That is the white flag that you have to look at. Is he on his own? If yes, then you can then go ahead and look at the prospects. You know, when you are talking, how does it speak? Is he mature up there? Maturity is not about gray hair. Maturity is not about how old you are. Because we are all birthed at the same time. As soon as you say the fools and the wise are born on the same day, they grow together. It is how they handle themselves and the things they do. That is what shows that you are either mature or you are not. So you look at that, and then the process, like I said.
I get you. Thank you. All right. Let's go to Dansoman and talk to Michael. Hello, Michael.
Yes, sir. How are you?
My boss, I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm doing well. You know, marriage is very important in life because the word marriage itself means man rearranged. Because, you know, when Adam was created, or when Adam was made, God took part of Adam to create the woman. So man became half complete. So when you get married, then you get your next half, then you become complete. But you know, civilization has spoiled everything. So everything, all the challenges we are having now is because of civilization. You know, in the olden days, you can take a bottle of schnapps and you are married. Okay? So I am believing that what Pastor Mensa Otabil said was very, very, very true. But in today's world, it will not work. Do you know that we can pick two persons from Agbogbloshin, a man and a woman who are virtually not working, rent a room for them for 1 year, give them a job to do, okay, and coach them, and within 1 year, they will make it. Do you know it will work?
Word for it, Michael. Thank you very much for sharing. What a thought. Train people for marriage, 1 year internship. All right, then. Nana is in Medina. Oh, aren't any ladies going to call us? Nana is in Medina. Hello, Nana.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Well, can two work together unless they agree? Anytime money is fucking off, in this part of the world, we always look at the males. to be the ones who are supposed to have. People like me, not 50-50, not 70-30, not 80-20. It's 100-100. So whatever expectation you have of me, I have same of you. You want to see how my thinking is, what ambitions I have. I'm also looking at you, what ambitions do you have? So you can't be broke and be having expectations of me. So if you are broke, Claudia, you are no. It is possible. Oh yes. Look, taking care of yourself is not easy. So I can't have a grown woman being financially responsible, thinking that I'm the one who's supposed to be responsible for her. No. You have to be financially responsible. That is how it should supposed to be.
Okay. I wonder if Pastor Otabil will agree with you. 100. All right then. Elvis is in Kokomlemle. Hi, Elvis.
Good morning.
Neighbor. How are you?
The grace is sufficient.
Talk to us, bro.
I witnessed a wedding. It wasn't a wedding. Listen good to those who are saying it cannot be possible now. This man was having the money. All it takes to make a heavy wedding. Ping pong, whatsoever. But you know what the man did? He took his wife straight to the pastor's house with some few family members to the pastor's house. They did what they're supposed to do inside the woman's family's house first before they came to the pastor in the pastor's house, not inside the church. They did everything there on Saturday. Sunday, they came to church in their normal church attire, normal church dress. And the pastor came on the pulpit and said, these were the two couples. These were the couple I blessed yesterday on their wedding. Everybody was like, because they know the man. We all know the man. He's having everything, but no, you can, even those who are not having it, those who are not having it, they rather want to make it big time. No. So a caller said, the parents, the usual whatsoever they are supposed to do, the amamre for the wedding, the marriage, is the parents. They do it inside the house, not necessarily ping pong. You do it inside the church or pastor's house. If the maid is not there, then you just announce.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing. We have our first female caller. This is Joanna in Dansoman. Hi, Joanna.
I'm good, Kojo. How are you doing?
Well, we are very well. Looking forward to hearing your view on this one.
Kojo, the master man will be saying, now we are on the phone. Our on the phone cry. Dr. Mensa Otabil, or Yan Safo. And you know, be a nation street man. Never did a ma bravo and Yakobono on Boa. Nama Mensa Otabil, Pastor Kenny, to live with the academicism. A woman who shall debut. The son there, or be a home man, or no, where would they be would be beaten or about. Nanyeda or Bobo, not that Mabobra. Damna, Asana, in Mississippi, or either do ye be and I do ye be. Mumbai.
Is a translation needed? Winston, can you help?
Oh no, I mean she's saying she says that Dr. Otabil, as you can see, is a man who was destined for greatness, and that what really matters is the person you're choosing. For both men and women, he or she must be somebody whom, at the end of it all, has potential. Sorry, I know our rule. 100. On your 7
Yao is in Accra. Hello, Yao.
Hello. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, boss.
I think we are all taking what Dr. Otabil said out of context, because it was a sermon that he preached, and I think we are taking just one part. From my point of view, what I get is that, one, you have to be ready. It's not that he said marry, so you just get up and you just go and marry. You have to be ready, because if you listen to the message, he said you have completed university and probably you work for 4 years or even 5 years. What are you waiting for? You see, so there's a need for you to be ready. But at the end, what he said was that He said, he who finds a good woman finds something good. So you get a partner so that you can go through life with that partner. Things will fall in place. But you going ahead and doing the things that you don't have to do, rather things become worse for you. So that is the context in which he put the whole thing. So let's put it in perspective, what he was trying to say.
Okay, thank you, Yao. Odame is in Kumasi. Odame, you're our last caller. Good morning.
Good morning. I think as Ghanaians we have lost it because the white wedding is the white man's wedding culture. Our culture is the traditional one, the one we do in the woman's house. So if we are talking about marriage itself, marriage is the one we perform in the house, not the one we do in the church. As for the church, it is borrowed from the white man's land. You see, the white men, they don't go and do the traditional wedding that we do over here. All they do is the wedding. So we have borrowed the white man's culture, added it to our culture, and then we are killing ourselves with it. So as far as I am concerned, if you want to marry, forget about all the all those ones, forget about them, and concentrate on the vows and then the exchange of the rings, and that should be all.
Okay. Thank you, Odame. Thanks for sharing. Thanks to all of you who called us. We appreciate your thoughts. All right, listen, let's wrap this thing up. Mrs. Adansi.
Yeah, so what I would say to wrap up is that you need, like they said, you need to find someone that you agree with so that down the road, it does not become as if you took me when you didn't have money and now we are struggling and the whole thing. If both of you agree, then if it gets to a point where it's difficult, you suffer in silence and then we all move on. Hopefully your goals would be achieved.
Ayo. Mrs. Ellie.
You should agree to work things together. You should agree to build the future together. You should plan together right from day one. Don't expect the other partner to do all of it for you, just for you to come enjoy. It's not fair.
Right. Ms. Thompson?
Well, for me, I agree with what everybody has said, as in MFA and then Elikem. And it's about two mature people coming together to get married. For me, I used to believe in fairy tale weddings. But as I matured, I realized that it wasn't necessary. And if I should get married today, I may not go into the thrills of it. But just before I go, on Sunday, we're actually discussing marriage on the law and the legalities, the legal complexities of marriage and all that. You may be going through all these things and not necessarily married legally. So you have to tune in at 2 p.m. on the law on Sunday and get more education about it.
There you go. It's on Joy News.
It's on the Joy News channel.
Kojo, you know, I agree with the last caller. Part of the problem is the church. And we don't say it boldly in this country. Part of the problem we're faced with is the church. How the church decides and has determined that the only way you can be married is to come to church. It's part of our problem. Because that's where all the problem starts from. So today, let's start that conversation. Let's go back. When you go and marry, what you call engagement, that is actually the marriage. When you marry, end it there.
Okay, that's what I did when I got married many years ago. It was a traditional marriage, and there was a pastor there to bless it. It still cost me a fortune, though. Anyway, let's take some messages, and when we come back, there's more on the Super Morning Show.
I think what Dr. Mensa Otabil was talking about was not necessarily not developing yourself, but then if you have a job that brings in something daily or at the end of the month, you have a place to lay your head, then you can boldly take that step to marry. In my case, we did the same. We didn't wait to have our own house and all that. But now, as we speak, we are driving our own car. So it's better that way.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah.
Here's
to the friends who dialed *712# and found no regrets. To the investors who struck gold. To the health workers who diagnosed luck with precision. To the tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears. To the passionate fan who couldn't contain his joy. To the seamstress who turned her hard-earned stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now, here's to you. Your next big win is right here.
Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Dial *712#. Now join in the luckiest winning celebration. Every 1st July 2024. Over dial *712#. Now I can to tickets as a group, individual, and now even as a community. Now win Nisika Kessie. Prizes are Kessie in the community draw or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with *712#. Now join in the winning streak now.
The luckiest.
*712#.
Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Hey, Eradi, where are all these high bills coming from? Now, wait a minute here. In these times of high electricity tariffs, Build-Freeze solar hybrid air conditioners are your sure bet to cut down on electricity bills. Build-Freeze, cool your buildings comfortably with very low energy consumption. The amazing part is the air conditioners are built with the latest German technologies that give you 80% savings on energy consumption compared to traditional air conditioners. Build-Freeze come with a 6-year warranty and free after-sale servicing for a year. Please call us for purchases on 053-1100-915. 053-1100-915. Build-Freeze. Superior cooling with lower energy.
Everyone is running to Bills. Enjoy the peace of mind that comes with acquiring any of our loan facilities. For whoever you are and whatever you're doing, Bills has a product for you. No susu, no deposits. All you need is your Ghana card. Call 0302-200-390 or 0596-928-33 today and live a bill-free life. Bills Microcredit is licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Bills, financing your needs. Terms and conditions apply.
Let me share my experience with you at the new Aqua Safari Resorts. When you arrive, you're greeted by warm smiles and introduced to your 24-hour butler who already has your itinerary sorted. Enjoy water sports activities like jet ski rides, kayaking, water sliding, flyboarding, and castanet fishing. You can even have your lunch here on the boat cruise. Let the tour guides take you through the sceneries of the mangrove forest, the friendliness of the animals, while you pet and feed them. We chose to have our breakfast with a beautiful sunrise right in front of our cabin.
Visit Aqua Safari Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
It's the break of a new dawn, and with it comes the craziness of the hood.
Listen. My Christmas hen did not come home to roost. May they all die. The one who stole it, the one who slaughtered it.
Roverman Production, in partnership with National Theatre and Joy FM, presents an original unkillable white play, I Want to Feed You.
How can you live in Germany and make a girl in Ghana pregnant?
Shows on the 6th, 7th, 8th, 13th, 14th, and 15th of September 2024 at the National Theatre. Fridays at 7 p.m. Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sundays at 1 p.m., 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Rate 200 Ghana cedis. Tickets available via all regular outlets on the Roverman app and via short code *365*535 050-554-6010. WhatsApp 050-554-6030. Sponsors: Koba, Gino Tomato Mix, GCB Bank, and Tilisi. Communications partner: M Notify. Roverman Productions. Be the difference.
Confidence matters in insurance. Confidence has doubled. The game changer of insurance is now here in Ghana. Sanlam and Allianz have joined forces to create an unstoppable force. Sanlam Allianz.
That's right. This partnership will give customers 238 years of combined experience, making Sanlam Allianz the titan of insurance in Ghana and Africa. Sanlam Allianz is here to give you the personalized service you deserve and more. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a true definition of confidence. Visit www.gh.sanlamalliance.com. Sanlam Allianz. Live with confidence because you have confidence in us.
Right, so welcome back and thank you very much for staying with us here on the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. And this morning, Sami Odame's Accra Academy Old Boys Association have joined us in studio. We're privileged to have Frank Ayiva, who's Deputy Chairman for the 93rd Speech Day Planning Committee, Nathaniel Hegbo is Deputy General Secretary of Accra Academy Old Boys Association, and Alfred Mills, Organizing Secretary of Accra Academy Old Boys Association. Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
I believe you're all doing very well.
Very well.
I don't feel the energy. You have energy.
Oh,
yeah, blow.
But you have energy.
You feel it.
As we move on, you feel the energy.
I will feel the energy.
Definitely.
Relax.
You're going to your home?
Yes.
When is that?
Tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Oh, just tomorrow?
Yep.
Exactly.
So tomorrow you are turning Kaneshi upside down?
In fact, the whole of Accra.
We are turning the city of Accra upside down. The landlords of the city.
Okay. All the roads lead to Accra Academy, whether tarred or untarred.
You are the landlords?
Yes.
I don't dispute you on that. But tell us more about your 2024 homecoming.
Well, okay. The homecoming has become the very pivotal program that gathers the old boys from year to year. As you know, Accra Academy was founded in 1931, but the homecoming actually started in the late 90s when the Decade Club, which comprised of the 1970 to the 1980 year groups, decided to meet annually, to discuss, network, and have fun. And then, with the passage of time, they started bringing on the other year groups. I think it peaked in the early to mid 20s, and now it's become the very dominant program. I think we have to appreciate Blaubi Victor Kwao for being the brain behind what we have now come to know as our modern day homecoming, and tomorrow it is Wombashia 24.
Great. So, in today's world, a lot of homecomings are just not homecomings. You have other activities. Tell us about the activities lined up.
All right, okay, thank you. So for tomorrow, as we normally do, we are having the medical screening. Okay, it starts with the tennis competition, that is for Bleobi tennis players, and then we'll have the medical screening for the community, that is Bubashi and Kanishi, and students as well. So we don't only want to target only students, but then the community as a whole. So those living around the school can come and have the screening as well. There are also 3 main events happening tomorrow. We are having the Yankee Bleu 99, who are handing over a refurbished science lab. We are also having the 1994 year group cutting sword for their legacy project for next year. That means they will be hosting the 94th speech and prize giving the edition, and they need to have a legacy project to that effect. And also our brother here, the year group, the 93 year group, who are rebuilding the Banter Lima Hall 3 years ago, will also be, handing over, or will be letting us know more about the project, the stage they've got into and all that. So these are the 3 main events apart from the medical screening. And then the most important part of all is the roll call of year groups and the drama competition, as you know, Accra.
Oh, fantastic. Charles Benoniokan is sending me a lot of messages.
Okay, CBO.
He's 94.
He's 92.
92.
Yeah, okay, 92, 94. Yeah.
He's disturbing me with a lot of messages. Charles Benoniokan, we have acknowledged you. Don't worry, the only academy in Ghana. We know that. So these are the activities. But I'm interested in the Jama competition.
Exactly, and that's the main event, because normally we don't award winners because of the kind of stiff competition. So it's a roll call. When your year group is mentioned, you come on stage, tell us what you have for the school in terms of development and all that, and then you sing to the hearing of all those gathered there.
So all year groups?
All year groups, starting from 1931. And it will amaze you, last year we had an old boy who completed in 1963 coming to participate in the homecoming. He was helped to the stage by his grandchildren. Yes, so that's the feeling,
Oh, I see. My nephew, Kwame Nando, who finished in 2022 or so, is disturbing me.
Oh, yes. 2022. He's an old student of Accra Academy. He's yet to become a Bleobi.
He's a small boy.
Yes, he's an old student. He's not yet a Bleobi. And so after 10 years before, so he become a Bleobi in 2022. Oh, sorry, 2032. 32. Yes.
Good.
So let him know that.
So, for those who are listening to us and undecided, tell them why they should be on campus tomorrow.
Well, I think it's important because apart from meeting old friends to reminisce, it offers the opportunity for us to also network and also have fun. I think it also gives us the opportunity to have a feel of the school. You know, as you come around, you assess the state of the school. It also makes it possible for us to then decide what it is we are going to do. And as you would know, our theme for tomorrow is reinvigorating the Blair spirit for development. And as Alfred laid out, it is punctuated with a lot of development-oriented activities. You know, the 1999 handing over the refurbished old science lab. So it's a project that's been completed. 94 is going to cut short for a project that's going to start. And 93 are in process of doing something significant. And I think at this point, Nunya can shed a bit more light on that for us.
Thank you, Nat. So like it's been said, one of the key projects on campus today is rebuilding the Bent Hall. You know, 3 years ago, it was quite unfortunate. We had one of our key halls of residents bent down by fire to ground zero. So as we have it now, that structure is no more, but leaving a void, you know, and that structure was named after one of our founders, Alema. We have great founders like G.K. Konya, we have Hamado, we have Ulite, and now Alema is missing in the picture. So the 93-year group took that initiative to drive the rebuilding. Just 2 months ago, we did cut a sod, and I can tell you we've gone beyond foundation, and today we are around the lintel level. Wow. It's a 2.5 million plus project, but what we are saying is that though the 93-year group is pushing this agenda, this is a piece that is missing in the landmark of Accra. So we are calling on all year groups, irrespective of which hall of residence you were in, which year you finish. Though the 93-year group is pushing this, we are also inviting our stakeholders, parents. You know, there's lack of accommodation on campus today. Your brother, your son, your nephew will be getting that early admission to the academy in the city. So help us push this, and we are calling on corporates to also help us. If you want to reach out to us, you can reach the AUBA Secretariat on campus. We'll have your contact and we can talk.
Great. So tomorrow, when is it starting? Tomorrow at what time?
It's starting from 8 a.m. Officially ends at 6. But normally you have students hanging around till like 9, 8, 10 p.m. And then there's an after party for year groups at various joints and all that. And one amazing thing, we have our ladies, in fact, our girls who had been, pivotal.
St. Mary's?
Yes, St. Mary's, small guy who's coming on board. In fact, they had to call off their 70th anniversary lunch just to be part of this homecoming. And they've been part of this since the early 2000s. So Sicho, the organizing secretary, just touched down this morning and gave me a call that she's in for the homecoming and will be going back on Monday.
And you say that after 6 p.m. you'll be at the various spots in Accra.
That's the year groups. You know, some hosts they are mates.
All over our city.
Yes, all over. That's what I'm saying. We are telling
being landlords, tomorrow we are hosting everybody in the city. So,
let's end this way. Let's end with your anthem.
Oh, great. That's it. Definitely, you're not going to tell us. We're going to do that ourselves.
No, I'm giving you the opportunity.
All right. Thank you. So, yes, that's it.
Let's go.
Okay. So, let's go. Nations of men.
Yeah.
You have built nations of men. You will make great men of them. Generations of scholars salute you. Black and gray acknowledge you. A lifetime of feeding in thought, in words and deeds. Esekwam wideri, esekwam wideri, esekwam wideri. True to the spirit we live. Grabs the substance, leave the shadow, then onward to the truth. Esekwam wideri, a great family. Esekwam wideri, esekwam wideri, esekwam wideri. True to the spirit we live. Grabs the substance, leave the shadow, then onward to the truth. Esekwam wideri, a great family. Accra
Blow.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Frank Kofi Ayivo, who is Deputy Chairman for the 93rd Speech Day Planning Committee, Nathaniel Hegbo, who's Deputy General Secretary of Accra Academy Old Boys Association, and Alfred Mills, Organizing Secretary, Accra Academy Old Boys Association. Samuel Adame did not join, but we'll pardon him. See you tomorrow.
Sure. See you then.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Thank
Great.
you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back after these messages.
We shouldn't have gone to that party.
Massa, my head is killing me.
Is that your stomach?
Yes.
What did you eat? I don't know.
Get rid of your gastric problems with number 10 liver salt. Number 10 gives you quick, effective relief from nausea, indigestion, heartburns, hangovers, and hyperacidity. And with different fruity flavors such as orange and lemon, it's a pretty tasty way to end an uncomfortable situation. Number 10 liver salt from Ernest Chemist, because everyone needs a chemist.
This advert has been vetted and approved by FDA.
Gasaba. Smoke from firewood and charcoal is harmful and as damaging to our lungs as cigarettes. It can cause heart diseases leading to stroke and may even affect our eyesight in the long run. Grandmothers, mothers, sisters, wives, men, caterers, and everyone still cooking with charcoal, let's switch to LPG gas. The National Petroleum Authority has introduced the cylinder recirculation model in collaboration with local partners to make gas more accessible in all local communities. Whether you own a cylinder or not, join our CRM initiative. Simply show up at any exchange point near you with a small down payment to receive a filled cylinder or swap your empty one. Regular safety checks will be in place. Say ebisa musemo or gas. Afeidie gasaba. Switch from firewood and charcoal to gas for a better and healthier life. This message is brought to you by the National Petroleum Authority and the Ministry of Energy.
This is James. Leave a message.
James, the game's about to start and everybody's here. Salah's got the meat going, Erling's got the cold ones, Saka's chilling. Where are you, man?
All your best football friends are waiting for you to join them for the Premier League. From 10 August to 10 November, you can get GoTV Super Plus now for the discounted price of 265 cedis to enjoy all 380 games of the Premier League live. Don't wait. Upgrade today. GoTV. Love it. T's and C's apply.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah.
Welcome and now for a daily star 712 hash and found no regrets. A side comma investors are a striking gold. A comma health workers are a diagnosing luck with precision. A side comma that tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears. Say a comma passionate fan or no so entering containing a joy. Afraid to the stresser or turning a hard end stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now a comma if you say your next big win is right here.
Dial star 712 hash and join the luckiest winning celebration. From the 1st of July 2024, dial star 712 hash to keep buying tickets as a group, individual, or even as a community. Win loads of cash and prizes in the community draw or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with star 712 hash. Join the winning streak now.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere. For everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Hey, you've grown into a big boy, oh.
Ifipa. Even Momo is 15 years old.
It still feels like yesterday when we were fumbling with cash and worrying about the way money moves.
Say it again. Now I send money to my AC in the village, pay bills, save money, loans so kaka, investment kaka, at the Momo app.
Shit. How do you think I get the small coins from my bugapa?
To celebrate 15 years of Momo, you too can win awesome prizes in the Momo at 15 Rewards promo. Just download the new My Momo app, continue to transfer and make payments, and you could be one of the 15 lucky winners of 15,000 Ghana cedis and 150 lucky winners of 1,500 Ghana cedis each. So, Ghana, keep celebrating Momo at 15. Offer runs from now till November. T's and C's apply. MTN.
welcome back. It's the Super Morning Show on Joy. Now, are you ready to make every moment count? From the simple pleasures of treating yourself to unforgettable weekend getaways or a special surprise for someone you love, you can have the perfect companion. Stanbic Cards are there for those fulfilling moments that make you go, yes, this is it. Talk to Stanbic on 0302-815-789 or on social media at Stanbic Bank GH, or just go to stanbicbank.com.gh to learn more.
So I'm sure by now you know that all the 41 LPG companies and 800 stations across the country are 100% built and operated by indigenous Ghanaians. And so when you refill your cylinder with them, you support the growth of indigenous businesses and create more jobs, currently 10,000 jobs. But that's not the only reason for choosing them. The LPG distribution network offers unbeatable value, allowing you to buy any amount of the product in whichever quantity you need, making it incredibly pocket friendly. If you're worried about being cheated with them, you can watch Fili Fili as your cylinder gets filled. Plus, they have weighing skills at every station, so you can double check the weight of the quantity filled. Now, that's trust and transparency guaranteed. If you are a taxi, switch to LPG, or if you own a vehicle, because it's environmentally friendly, helping protect our precious ecosystem. Go green with LPG and make a difference. Let's protect Ghana for this and the next generation. LPG Marketing Companies Association of Ghana, your affordable, pocket-friendly, trustworthy, eco-friendly choice.
Now, it's been an awesome journey with Momo from MTN. 15 years of ease, safety, and convenience. This is definitely worth celebrating, and that is why the Momo at 15 rewards are here with amazing cash prizes to say thank you. Send money to an MTN Momo user or make payments to an MTN Momo merchant at no cost whatsoever, only on MTN. So go on, download My Momo on App Store or Play Store to enjoy this. Just Momo it everywhere you go. Terms and conditions apply. All right, guys. Well, it's been a wonderful week. So glad you spent it with us. We're doing it all again from next week, Monday, so stay tuned to Joy. Till then, have a restful weekend in the interim. My name is Kojo Yankson. I'm the morning man.
My name is Winston Amwa.
God bless.